What is up, everybody? So you know what, something cool I can do? Watch this. Infinite streams! Anyway, so yeah, I didn't stream yesterday because the night before I had breathing problems again, blah blah blah, I was really tired. But I feel better today, so... Let's see if we can get Gil here so we can get the dragon stage. That'll give us something fun to fuck around with on NA. And I don't think, maybe I'm wrong, maybe you have to do all the like free quests first, but I don't think we actually have any of the challenge quests on NA right now. I guess that starts tomorrow or something. But yeah, I'll be playing JP some, hopefully get some Lost Belt going, or Shimosa. Maybe Shimosa. Okay, well, there we go. That was easy. I guess we go do some free quests now, cause I could use I could use some of the lottery stuff. See, when you don't actually care, that's when stuff's really easy. Okay, well that was nice. I'm trying to think, what do I save up for now? Cause it's not like we need multiple gills to do the dragon stage. Oh, that was amazing. Let me look real quick, actually, because I don't remember exactly what we have to do to unlock the dragon stage. Let me look here. I want to say you have to get to like Bond 4 or something, and Final Ascension or something like that. Let's see, because Gil's got... Oh yeah, I gotta do the buff quest on JP, excuse me, I forgot about that. They buffed a bunch of people today. We'll do that in a second, and then we'll probably come back to NA. I kind of forgot about that. I'll probably in just a second. Let me look here. So you gotta beat the first one, and then, you have to beat in America, it's no problem. Do the first one, you have to be Bond 3. Okay, so you just have to be first Ascension and Bond 3. No, I'm sorry, second Ascension and Bond 3. That's not a big deal at all, that's nothing. Let's see, they buffed Shootin', Suzuka Gozen, which is really surprising because they had just buffed her, so they just basically double buffed her. They buffed the VC Brawn, which I'm super fucking happy about. And they buffed Atalante Altar, which pretty weird. I don't think anyone was really expecting them to do a bunch of buffs right now, and they buffed a lot of people. Like, they kind of just out of nowhere decided to buff a bunch of people. I'm okay with that though, because I feel like these last few rounds of buffs have been pretty disappointing. I don't think I'm the only one that feels that way, so this is kind of nice. These weren't necessarily the people that needed them the most. High Fury, speaking of which, is kind of like, don't forget Donzo, yeah, I wish. There's definitely some other units that could use some buffs. But yeah, I'm glad they're throwing out a few extra buffs, because I really feel like JP's been slacking on the buffs for like a while. So thankfully I've already got JP up here. I got my phone up on Samsung Flow, and I got the emulator going, so I can switch pretty easy. So the only buff quest I did a VC Bronze. I haven't done any of the other ones. Wait a second. This is, I don't need to play, what am I doing? I don't need to play the newbie account. I need to play, crap, I don't have it up then. Okay, hold on. I need to play my main JP account, which is on my phone. What am I doing? Yeah, so a VC Brawn got an NP buff, so it just does more damage, but then he also got an overcharge that increases his NP damage by even more. So he basically got two NP buffs at once, if you will. So it doesn't change a VC Brawn like that much, because he kind of does what he did before, where you show up, he can get his NP without needing anybody's help really easily. Maybe you can even double NP, and then you kind of let him die, and then he supports the team a bunch when he dies. That hasn't changed. It does, everything's the same, except that quick NP he can kind of just throw out is a lot more powerful now, so that's nice. Like, it's a lot more powerful now because he has an upgraded NP, it comes with a damage up, and he has his own damage up skill on top of that. However, it's still AoE and Buster, so it's not like, he's not like your go-to DPS caster or anything, but it's actually, worth a fuck. Yeah, no, we're already, that was kind of anticlimactic, I was just like starting up the stream and I just like clicked a summon ticket and then we got Gil immediately. It's like, oh, okay, so there we go. That's how we got in Kidu, by the way, so I guess that kind of works. Yeah, that was easy. We'll go back to NA in a second, though. I do want to make sure. I kind of forgot. I was thinking I didn't really need to do Gilfest outside of just like fun, but I forgot. This Gilfest has the command codes, I'm pretty sure. Like the Gilgamesh one, which is a staple to this day. So I want a refund. Also, hi Rex. How you doing, Rex? Alright, where do we start? And yeah, this I'm mad about. They gave Interlude red hair, but he didn't get buffed. He needed a buff pretty bad, in my opinion, so I'm kind of surprised by that. Okay, yeah, here we'll do Atalante's, what people are talking about right now. So Atalante's buff, I actually do agree, was kind of underwhelming, but it's still good. So everyone's like, oh, but she's not really a Buster unit. Why did they give her Buster up? Or Buster crit up? But you gotta remember, first off, she's already good. That's the thing. Atalante is already a perfectly good unit that I don't think has really any problems. Outside maybe her NP didn't hit quite hard enough. But she also makes more stars now. They made it so she generates more stars. I literally willed Gil into existence. I mean, you gave him Aya. We went over that last night. But anyway, so yeah, Atalante was already a really good unit. And just the making more stars, I think, is really good. Because that now, it's like, it's really easy for her to just crit now, right? Like, on her own, like, kind of regardless of the situation, so. One ticket, let's go. Oh, I missed that. That's actually kind of amazing. That's kind of amazing. I mean, you weren't wrong. We'll use Atalante for her own mission here. Or we could do a VC Braun, but no, we'll do Atalante. I really should make her 10-10-10 at this point. I was waiting because I didn't really have the QP for it, but I've got a fair amount of QP. Although, I don't know, I kind of want to wait for Lost Belt 6. The last thing I want to do is blow a bunch of QP, and they're like, by the way, we're going to add 2 4-stars and a 5-star that you want, and I get everything, and then I'm like, you know, ruined. Ares trying to send me to the QP mines. I see how it is. I feel like that's where Ares is all the time, so it's just misery likes company. I know a lot of people that are like in QP hell constantly. It's rough. I'm feeling pretty good today though. I was pretty rough yesterday, but today's not bad. I got pretty good sleep. One of us. Most of my accounts do okay on QP. NA's not. NA's not doing so hot on QP. I need to do something about that. That's been an issue. Most of my old accounts are in pretty good shape with that though. Yeah, like they could add Sir K, Agravain, you know, Percival, and like, you know, some random 5-star that I like, who knows. Oh my god though, I'm so doubtful. I think Lost Belt 6 is gonna be so disappointing, and it's gonna be like just like so much crap that I don't care about and has nothing to do with Camelot. Behold my sub. Thank you for the 3-month sub. I have no idea how to say your name. I'm gonna say B. We'll just go with that. But am I right? Can we not do the challenge quest yet? On NA? I'm guessing they don't start until tomorrow or something. I have memories of day 1 coming with the Rice Man one, but I guess not. There's another wave after this, so gotta be careful here. Yeah, we've beaten the Dragon Tomoe multiple times actually. I remember we originally did it with a like MP5 level 100, you know, all that nonsense Tomoe. and she won so easily. But eventually we like dialed it back and tried to do it with like I think we did like an NP3 level 81 at some point, I think. But yeah, Tomoe is pretty good at soloing, honestly.
Yes.
I mean, she's just good in general.
Yes.
Yeah, Rice Man is the first one. Honestly, the one I want to do the most is Leonidas, though. I love that one. I'm not gonna like worry about them too much, though. Like, I just play NA for fun, right? I just gonna play what I feel like playing. I'm not gonna be doing like 1 to 3 star shit and all that because like my NA account is just not for that. A VC Bronze buff is nice. A very large damage upgrade because you got an upgraded NP and he got the why did I do that? That wasn't really necessary. Anyway, he also got the NP damage up, so it's kind of like a double buff. I should have just regular evaded earlier and not used the skill. But yeah, so the idea with Atalante's buff is you're supposed to do a quick chain like this. You know, or just, you know, have someone else make stars, like, through Instinct, or, you know, Merlin nonsense, or 2030, or, you know, whatever the fuck you're doing, you know, Mozart, and then you do the crit thing, right? Like, you're not supposed, a lot of people are like, yeah, but, you know, she wants to do, like, quick chains and stuff, but that, you don't use the skill on that turn, right? Like, on the turn you're doing, you know, NP quick, you don't really use her star bomb. It's generally not the idea. You know, sometimes maybe you do that, but normally you don't. You do the quick chain, then you do the star bomb, or you just do them independently from each other, right? You do, but you know, you can ignore the buster thing too, right? Let's say you're working with Scatty, right? Then who cares, right? You get stars through 2030 or whatever the hell. You do your skill to make 20 stars, you get the star absorb as well, and you just do big quick crits, right? Yeah, the buster buff goes to waste, but who cares, right? You still have crit up, you still made stars, and Scatty's there to make your quick cards crit like a motherfucker, right? So it's like, it's not a big deal, so. Yeah, that's how Edmund was for me, Vol. I just could not get Edmund to save my life. I've actually never had a hard time getting Gil on any of my accounts. Like, I just, anytime I try to get Gil on any of my accounts, even vaguely, I always end up getting him, so I'll take it, though. Yeah, I feel like everyone. Why am I summoning Waver? I don't need like the bond thing. What am I doing here? Anyway, I feel like everyone like saw the announcement, was like, oh, we'll go see if he gets Gil, but I already got him, so literally like 5 seconds into the stream there. So, what is going on in this interlude? I probably should have like scanned through the dialogue. I kind of forgot. And VC Bronze was kind of cool. You know, you fight. What's her name? Grandma, Europa, that's the one, you know, because she's got the giant golem, you know, Talos. That was kind of cool. Then you fight, at the end, Odysseus, because, you know, he's got the mech, because that's like a golem, right? But then for some reason you fight Nursery Rhyme and Lobo, so I don't know what's going on with that part, but, alright, and I have no idea why the hell we're fighting this Trigon right now. Clickbait, yeah. Yeah, got Enkidu in a single summon ticket, got Gilgamesh in a single summon ticket, and then over time I've been spooked by Enkidu just randomly a lot.
Yes.
Remember Eri when you were all like, you should save up to get Gilgamesh so you can have like the Dragon Quest, right, for the stream? I'm like, oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, I should save up for that. But yeah, that ended up not really mattering, so now I don't know what my SQ's even for. I'm trying to think, what else could I get on NA that would be useful to, like, you know, testing stuff out when we want to mess around. What do you think? There's the Tristan interlude. I might already have Tristan, I'm not sure to be honest. And he doesn't really get rate ups much. I think Thickcaster actually does have a good interlude, but I've already gotten her on this account and burned her, so that's kind of a rip. Because yeah, I don't really want anything on this account, to be honest, other than 3 stars. You know, when Mori comes out, I'm gonna get him and things like that. But I'm happy enough with this account because my main, where I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta get the thing, right? That I'm good, right? So NA is kind of like whatever. I mostly just do budget stuff or, you know, coup stuff or whatever I feel like. So I don't really need any units. So I kind of like the idea of just grabbing things for like good interludes or whatever. It's not like there's some 5-star I'm missing on my main account that I want on NA to, like, you know, be powerful or something. Like, you know, I don't really care about that. So. Okay, I kind of want to do that 90% art crit. Like, look at this is bullshit. Like, and that happens sometimes with the way the crit system is in this game. But even with the way the crit system is in this game, that is very unlikely. That's like very unlikely. Do we do Buster, NP, art? I mean, that's kind of shit though because you don't really make any stars for next turn. That's a guaranteed crit, but it's a crit that doesn't actually matter very much. So yeah, no, we still do the quick change. That's really disappointing. I actually think we shuffle. I don't know if that was worth shuffling, because I'm kind of throwing the stars away. It still worked out alright. Imagine if this was wave 1 of 2, and I wasn't paying attention, and you had to fight something else after this, and I'm wasting all my resources. Yeah, I hate the 2x speed feature too. It's fucking terrible, and it's obnoxious. And you can't turn it off. This music is the arena theme from Castle Crashers. I think it's I can't remember what the name of it is originally. I think it's like Archetype or something. I can find it. Yeah, here we go. I got it. There you go, but if you just look up Castle Crashers Arena theme, you can find it that way. But that's like the guy that actually made it and stuff. See, this is the turn you would normally use her skill, and because she's got that Buster thing now, these 2 Buster crits would be huge. Right, I'll try to show that off real quick before we move on after we actually get her buff, because we don't have it this second. But you try to do that quick chain, or make stars to somebody else, you know, if you're in a team, and then when the Buster cards do show up, then you do the Buster crit, right? So she's kind of like a 1-2 punch. You know, you're not trying to line up all the stars at once. You're not trying to do like an NP crit turn all at once, right? You normally do the NP turn, and that has a chance of making a bunch of stars for you. And then you separately, you have your crit turn, right? It's kind of like how Mori, you don't try to do Mori's crits and his NP on the same turn, generally. Sometimes you do, but normally not. So I actually like her buff because it's just kind of fun. And like I said, she doesn't, it's not like she really needed it, right? She's in pretty good shape anyway. I think she got him. Yeah, a little bit. I guess you're like hunting or some crap. A little close there, lady. I have no idea. I mean, the Dion quest honestly is not that great, because like the ghost is just so weak. He's so much weaker than the dragon. But that's still a decent sand. Oh, hi, Achilles. It's still a decent sandbag stage. If it was Geronimo in there, everything happened so fast there. I was speeding through. Yeah, Suzuka's buff is pretty big. Like, they didn't really change the effects. It's just everything lasts 3 turns now, which is really strong. Because now you can do like an NP crit turn into a regular crit turn or whatever. It's very flexible. It's very easy to like line shit up how you want. Just gives her a lot of options. You know, it would have been cool to have gotten Shiba, but I guess I kind of blew that chance. Yeah, I saw Shiba and Achilles. I didn't see Geronimo, but I don't know. Yeah, it's not just it's all the stuff. Yeah, you get the Starge and the crit, the Buster. So it's like before you kind of had to pace yourself, right? You had to kind of think about it. It's like, okay, maybe I'll do my NP turn and make a lot of stars because it comes with that Starge. And okay, no, Geronimo was clearly there because look, we can even summon Geronimo. Why is he NP2? Why is he NP? What is that? What? This This is, okay, that's stupid. I like how all of them are level 80, 666, NP2. Like, yeah, that's even. That's the same, right? Like Achilles at NP2 level 80 is totally the same as Geronimo level 80 NP2, right? Like this is fair, right? Totally gonna go with Geronimo here, right? That's bullshit, man. You know what we're gonna do, chat? I feel like I'm gonna pay for this, but what could go wrong? But yeah, so before with Gozen, you know, you'd use her NP with the Stargin up. You know, maybe use the Buster up, depending on like how much you need AoE damage. Make a bunch of stars. Then her NP buff gives her the crit buff. So the next turn, you may not have the Buster buff, but you'd have her crit buff, right, from her NP. And then now you made a bunch of stars. Now you do a big crit turn, right? Maybe you do art crits, get her NP again. I've honestly always really liked Suzuka Gozen's gameplay because it's not just LOL, I do everything all the time. Although I guess it kind of is that now, which I might end up liking her gameplay less now. But it was kind of fun. You had to make some decisions before, and everyone's like, oh, but you couldn't have the Buster buff with the NP and the crits. But one, you could, because you could set it up where you had Burst, and maybe use Anniversary Blonde, and you're going to do a Buster, you know, NP turn, and you also have like Buster crits, and you already had the stars, right? And so then you do the Buster up, you NP first, the crit buff applies that turn immediately, so now when you go in to do her Buster attack, she still would have the crit buff and everything. And then you make a bunch of stars, and you could just, maybe without the Buster up, but now in the next turn you get to crit as well. Now, you kind of get to do everything, right? Now you get the Buster up, the crit up, the Star Gen, and then you just keep going, right? And then now you make all the, so you crit a bunch and blow up and bam, 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 and then you get the crit buff from the NP, and you still just made a bunch of stars. Now you get to crit again. So, like, in terms of value, she's going to be really strong now. Although I will say, I guess it's kind of fair because it's not like she has much in the way of survivability. You know, she's a paper cannon. So she kind of deserves to have LOL Mad Deeps. So I guess it's fine. Especially when you can, like, you know, fucking Gwen exists, you know, and Gwen has guts. And then Gwen's like, LOL, I'm going to give myself a massive attack and Buster up for 3 turns. This is fair. So I guess it's fine, but I'll have to play with it and see. But yeah, it is almost boring in how straightforward it is, but it is really powerful, so we'll see. Yeah, so far, yeah, these new interludes haven't really been that hard. They're really inconsistent about that. Like, some interludes are tough, some aren't, you know. So it's just these two guys, the Spriggan brothers. Not sure Geronimo is going to be able to win this, but we'll see. Yeah, I know, they skipped that buff wave earlier. So honestly, this year, we'd had way less buffs than normal. We had way less buffs than normal. So I don't mind them kind of throwing out some extra interlude buffs and stuff. They kind of owe it to the player base, in my opinion, so I'm kind of glad about that. Oh, did you get Gil, right there? Feels good. Yeah, it feels bad for red hair. I'm actually really surprised he didn't get a buff. Pretty obvious that he needs one, because his skills are good. Red hair's skills are really nice. It's just his NP hits like a fucking wet noodle, because, you know, it's unupgraded, AoE, those kinds of things, and his stat line's a bit funky. But his skills are good. His skill set's really nice. So, like, it's so easy for red hair to be powerful. They just need to give him a little bit of extra push. Yeah, his attack's not so good, and then, you know, unupgraded NP, that's also AoE. And it's just like, okay, if he didn't have much competition in that specific department, it wouldn't be so bad, but he has a lot of competition in that department. He honestly is serviceable. Please don't crit me. That would have killed me. That would have, if he had crit there, although we do have the crit down, but that's only so much, but if he had crit there, we absolutely would have died. Because he had done the double buff. What was I saying? Oh yeah, it's because red hair's competition is like Blackbeard, Columbus, and Medusa, right? They're all really good, and they all have upgraded NPs and damage up skills. Like it's not like you know, Medusa has an upgraded quick NP and that's it, right? And then Red Hair does not have an upgraded quick NP, but then he's got damage up skills. No. She has an upgraded NP and she has a damage up skill, right? So it's and her attack stats higher, so it's kind of rough, you know. And same for Columbus and Blackbeard and all that kind of stuff. And then Columbus has a lot of like normal guard damage stuff going for him as well. All right, I need to win. I need to win in 2 turns. Do I go for my NP? I think we do Buster quick. I'm sorry, Buster Art. Excuse me. That way, yeah, I think I'll go for normal card damage next turn then. I should have done Art Buster that turn then. You know what's sad is if you're going for pure damage, we don't using our quick up won't help. Like doing quick Buster would still be less damage than Art Buster, because the quick up is just not good enough, especially because it's rank 1. Oh yeah, and Alex, that's a good point actually, because Alex also has an upgraded NP, and although he is more of a support unit, he's still, like, if you need to use Alex as just an AoE unit, he's still fine for that, right? You still get, the damage up still applies to himself, he still has an upgraded NP, he's got a good stat line, and the charm, you know, still helps himself as well, and then as a bonus, oh look, he's actually supporting the team quite a bit. So yeah, honestly, Alex puts him kind of to shame too. I kind of forgot about that, because I never even think about Alex as a DPS. Well, at least we won. Is that supposed to be a Spriggan? What? I guess that's our NP. Are they actually having Geronimo use his NP in the story? Geronimo's NP is so cool, dude. It's so fucking awesome. Like, can we get a Geronimo animation update, please? Is this like the Spriggan from hell? Like, what is this thing? How is it still alive right now? I guess it's dead now. I really want to know what the deal was there. This is an interesting group. I can see Geronimo getting along with Atalante though. I could see that. That was okay, I don't okay, whatever. I do want to test this out. I want to actually see how much damage this does. Why did it just what the fuck? Why did it just change my Ascension art? The fuck was that? I guess we'll just do the first stage of this stage with Atalante. That was weird. Everybody just hanging out in forests today, apparently. I mean, I'm pretty sure Shiba just knocked him in the air and everybody nuked the hell out of him, which is what happened right there. I guess this is set a while ago if Romani is around. Feels bad, by the way! There we go. Okay, obviously we're not ranked 10 on the first skill, so it's not quite as strong as it could be, but I mean, they've had several interludes that are like set a long time ago. Oh, hi, Tam. I like how it's phasing through the crystals. That looks so bad, like the clipping there on the, especially the front one. That's pretty rough. Actually, I probably should have killed the back one. Oh well. What? Okay, I'm pretty sure that's not something Tam normally has. Call me crazy, I don't remember her having an ability that gives her invulnerability and insta quick charge 100% NP. I don't think that's typical. Oh, I get it, because yeah, Tam and Suzuka Gozen don't get along. That's like a thing. I forgot for a second this was her interlude.
Yes.
I want to point out her NP does so little on the enemy side. I mean, I think it does give them a tick of their NP and stuff, but I mean that's pretty minor because like Merlin's does that, but then does more as well. It gets the crit buff and stuff. Maybe they give her something as an enemy extra. Let me see. A lot of times they give her gimmicks. Normally when you fight her, like there's gimmicks involved, like in terms of like straight gameplay. Yeah, no, she just heals them a little bit and gives them one NP tick. That's so weak on the enemy side. I kind of expect that they're gonna have her do her. Man, I can't quick chain. Well, actually, I can quick chain. It's just a really corrupted one, because George didn't die. I think we'll just pretend. We'll just. This is like a nobody turn. Like nothing's happening here. Yeah, it's like healing is so warped because like our health is so much lower, right? 1k heal is actually worth the damn. Like the damage ratios are so different. The enemies do less damage. We do more damage, but the enemies have way more health, right? So 1k heal is just kind of nothing. Okay, I really want to. I can kill both, but I have a feeling that's not going to happen, which is going to be really sad, because then my crit turn is going to be on a 12k enemy. That's why I was saying I should have hit the one in the back. Because I've had stages like this before, and this is kind of what happens a lot. So these interludes are nice and everything, but I swear to God, we better not be having another Dead Week on JP. Fuck! That'd have been so nice if we could have killed her there and then finished off the 12k health one. Look at what a bastard! We're literally, the whole point of this was just to look at the damage numbers. That was the whole point of this. Was we were gonna click the new shiny button, right? With all the stuff. We were gonna. Okay, champ. All right, so we gotta kill the 12k health one, and I can't. Great, I can't cast my evade, so I could theoretically die here. So we just need to make stars so we can try to crit next turn. That sucks. We would have had like 60 stars. Now we're gonna have like 35 or some crap. What a bastard, man. No, no. No! Oh my God! We just died to a rock. Like we just died to a rock, a pylon. We just died to a what are they called? Fuck. What are they called in StarCraft? The purple fucks. I can't remember their names. Yeah, construct additional pylons. I literally can't remember that whole species name. I know they're called pylons, guys. That's not a species. Wow, chat, you're more racist than I am. Protoss, thank you. Wow, chat, that was awful. Yeah, guys, the whole species is the pylons, right? Oh Jesus, yeah, Protoss, that's the one. Such racism. Anyway, yeah, we just died to a fucking Protoss pylon. All right, we gotta try that again. We can't have that. My favorite faction is pylons. That is kind of how you play them, though, to be honest. Dude, I used to watch StarCraft tournaments so much. That was a really enjoyable time in my life, actually. I had a good time. That was back when I was working like at my father's like mixed martial arts school, and I remember like like in between business hours and stuff, I would like clean and that kind of thing, and then I remember just like hanging out watching StarCraft sometimes when like business was going on. That was a good time, man. And then at night I'd eat like chili and stuff. Oh man, good times, good times. All right, let's see. Let's go for the back one this time. Although I don't think it's gonna matter too much. Proxy pylons, yeah, I remember that. That was a long time ago, man. Let me think. That was when I was 16, 17, so that was quite a while ago. I was over 10 years ago. So yeah, she just scripted to do that. That's kind of interesting. Dude, StarCraft is that old? What the fuck? Because I remember when StarCraft 2 came out, I was all like, oh hey, they're making a sequel to that really old StarCraft game, right? And now StarCraft 2 is the old one. I mean, I guess StarCraft 1's even older, but man, could these guys actually kill somebody? That would be great. Wait, is there NP AoE? Why do they already have their NPs? What is going on? I'm trying to remember if these things are AoE. I think they are? Shit? Are we gonna fucking lose again? I swear to God. See, now I need to kill the other one. Because the other one, is gonna... Well, no, I'll have to NP it. Oh God, this is a mess.
Yes.
I mean, Tam's not the problem, the, pylons are. That's not AoE, god damn it! That's stupid though, because that looks AoE. You cannot tell me that does not look like an AoE attack, right? Well, at least we can do this, like, early, where last time we couldn't.
Yes.
I mean, there are enemies that have extra attacks that are AoE, like when they do their NP and stuff. That's the thing. Like the CCC brick archer things, and like a giant cross or whatever. I don't know what the fuck those are called, but those things do an AoE. So I guess that thing, she quick charged them, and then he quick charged himself. I guess like every turn. That must have been what happened. George is still alive. Well, that's fine. No, that's not fine. That's not fine. We're supposed to fucking do the crit thing. Good God, man. Can y'all just die? Cause like I'm trying to, show off crits to the stream here. It's okay, guys. We can have fucking 24 stars. Oh my God. This isn't really gonna accomplish what we wanted. Yeah, when you've got a 20 and a 40% chance to crit with their busters, which is the one that gets the big crit bonus. That's totally good for showing off, right? This is all George's fault, by the way. It's not because of his high star absorb. It's because he took 4 out of 5 cards. Because we made enough stars that everyone would crit regardless of star absorb. Oh, I like how that one crits, though. Thanks, game. Come on. Ooh. Okay. That's pretty good damage. That's pretty good damage. Now imagine if both of them crit like that. I'll take that 40% crit, though. Yeah, I think you could do some good stuff with her now. And like I said, if you're wanting, everyone's all mad because it doesn't work well with the quick turn, but it's not a big deal. It's not about, like, I don't know why people get so hung up on that stuff. Like, I see people talk about like units not being good because they can't art chain when they have their NP or something. It's like, you don't, like, half the time you can't do that because the other units have cards instead. And then if you can't, what the fuck? Hold on, why? There's a piece of like sticky foam on my floor. I have no idea what this is from. I am so confused right now. Anyway, a part of my chair? Like, what the fuck did that even come from? I have no idea what this is. It's like a giant sticky, like it's like Velcro. It's like a giant Velcro thing. I have absolutely no idea what this is from. Anyway, you know, normally on a team, you're not going to have that ideal turn pop up anyway. And if it does, because of health bars and stuff, you don't normally need it. Like, Jesus, let's say you're doing like, you know, some old school thing. You got like Merlin as your support, and you got a Buster unit, but they don't have a Buster deck. And you're like, oh no, I can't do a Buster chain. You're not gonna need to. If you do their NP, you'll probably break the health bar anyway, right? It's like spacing shit out is normally what works anyway. But if for whatever reason you're wanting to like line up everything with Atalante here, you know, do the whole quick crit thing, you know, you're probably gonna use Scatty anyway. And like, who cares? She still has a regular crit buff. She still has a quick up. And then Scatty gives you everything you need, so it's not a problem. And then she makes more stars. That's the thing. It's like, at least the skill makes more stars. So it's crazy reliable to get crits anyway. You know, yeah, those crits you might get the Buster thing, but whatever, like, that's not a big deal. And yeah, and sometimes you'll do, you know, Buster, NP Buster, because that's like in total more damage anyway, to do quick. And then it lets you target switch and things like that. So, I mean, it's fine, it's not a big deal. Oh, hey, Sharky. Alright, we'll use Goes in here, although we're fighting archers it looks like, so that'll be a bit tricky. Oh, speaking of Sharky, yeah, they literally just buffed Goes in today, so that's what I'm doing right now. I like how the text there was all caps Fox. By the way, I like Goes in more than Tam, by the way, so. Never been much of a Tam fan, to be honest. Alrighty, my Suzuka Goes in on my main account is pretty disappointing compared to Sharky's, though. It's because like she's better on my old. My old, she's more upgraded than this, but like because of that, like I've always been like, why upgrade this one when I got the other one? But then I happened to get spooked, and then she got NP2 over here. So it's all very weird, but I actually will have to start working on getting her skills up because now that she's been buffed, I think it'll be kind of interesting to see. Let me check though, I might actually have what she needs. I haven't actually looked in a long time.
Yeah,
Wait, what am I doing? Alright, this is sorted by like the whole... Okay, let me think. Saber gems, those are really valuable. I'm trying to think of who would actually need them right now. Oh god, bones. I think I can at least afford to get these to 6. I don't know if I want to use the bones right now, but yeah, 666 is okay for now. I could use a lottery event that has bones and hero proofs in it. That would be really nice. Dude, Bone Hell is just... Ugh. This song is the title theme for Metroid Prime, the original. Not sure chill is the word I would go with for this song. It's pretty creepy, to be honest. I mean, I love it. It's awesome, but I guess some of that comes from some of the visuals that go along with it. Man, I hope we get B666 as a baddie soon. That's gonna be really hard to do. See, this is where I need Sharky's goes in, because fighting an archer with 200k, it's funny, 200k is normally nothing, but when they're your counter class, that is a huge fucking problem. And she has a crit buff, so well, let's see if we can. We should honestly try to take out Atalante first, but I'm gonna try to take out Tam. I think we're gonna lose, so gotta go down with some dignity here. There are some sabers that could beat this, but I think Sitting Master might be able to. Okay, this is a really good hand though, I'll take that. I actually want to make stars. So to be clear, we don't have her buff yet. That's why we're doing this stage. So the buff doesn't exist right now. Don't jinx it, Rick. Okay. If only we could charm the cat, but she's immune! Cats are well known for not caring for foxes. Maybe I do go for a big turn right here. I didn't make that many stars. This is where command codes. I should have. I can respec for free. I really should have given her command codes. I didn't realize we were going to be fighting an archer boss though. Because yeah, if we had like the Santa altar command code on our quick card or something, that would have been really nice. Might try this again. I might give her command codes and come back. I do think we're going to lose, but we'll see what happens here. Yeah, I think command codes will really help sort this out. Get some Star Absorber crit up. Foxes have only been like so much domesticated. Like they're more domesticated than a lot of other animals are, and like they can live with people and stuff and it'd be no problem. But they're not like tame like dogs and stuff are, and there's still like a lot of issues and whatnot. But it is possible to have like a fox as a pet and have it not. It's not gonna like. Well, that was brutal. All right, hold on. But yeah, it's because it takes, you know, generations and generations for that kind of thing to pan out. God with no dignity. Give me a minute. Alright, I don't know if I've unlocked her command codes or not. Let me look. Okay, I have. Alright, let me think. So we need a lot of damage, that's the thing. Can they please update this fucking menu? I swear to God. I'm torn between doing Star Absorb and crit. The turn after our NP, we wouldn't really need the Star Absorb, but the turn before, we kinda would. Like, Star Absorb adds a lot of consistency to things. Okay. So the ideal way to do this for Star Gen would you'd be the 30% Star Gen on the quick card, and then the set 4 Star generation on the Buster card. But I don't know. But in the long run, having the Star Gen on the Buster card's not good, right? For when you go boom, that's a lot of wasted damage. But it sets up the crits the best. Okay, because I'm greedy, I'm definitely giving one of these the giant crit up. Because I can't say no to that much damage. The greedy plays, you give both of these crit damage, and you only give the Star Jin. Because see, if you do this, you know, this makes 4 stars no matter what card it's on, right? So, and then this one, you know, you give it the set generation, right? So that would be the best way to make a lot of stars at once. But I kind of feel like we just double down on getting as much out of the quick on its own and nothing else. And so we're going really greedy. Like, the non-greedy play would be, like, do the Star Gen like that and put Star Absorb on the Busters. Because then the Busters are gonna crit really often. But we're gonna go for just big damage, because I'm greedy. I'm gonna put Star Gen on this one if I still have one. Or Star Bomb. I have to start calling them Star Bomb. It just feels wrong calling them Star Bombs when they only make, like, 2 to 4 stars. Right, but it's more about the style of what the card is doing. Someone else has got the debuff clear one, but I don't know who. Because this UI is terrible and it's like... Oh, it's unbilling. We'll give one of these a Star Bomb, and then we'll give the other one... What do we give the other one? Could honestly give it the Art Crit one. Because after we NP, we're probably going to Buster Art Buster. Unless the quick card just happens to get more. And look, I can't actually equip the Art Crit one because it's on someone else, so I have to switch menus up for the millionth fucking time. Because, you know, this UI is amazing. I hate this so much. They've got to fix this. And then literally when I go back to use any of these other units that I use all of the time, I'm going to have to do this again, like 20 fucking times, because I'm taking things from like all my main units, so... Okay, I'm not sure this is the most optimal thing ever. A lot of times I'd probably work in the heal, because the heal is so good for soloing. I just feel like Atalante does so much damage, there's no living, right? There's no, like, damage race route. Or there's no survivability route, just the damage race route. Yeah, it's nice to have Pent that NP too, because she's got the damage up skills, but she doesn't have an upgraded NP, and she's a berserker, so... I guess we gotta focus on Atalante first, then. The heal would be good, though, if we need to stabilize after killing Atalante, assuming we ever do that. I was really hoping for Star Gen here. Not getting my quick card there super sucks. I'm not sure we go for the crits here because we only made 3 stars. That's really crappy. I think we go for crits on the next turn. I need to live 1 turn. Like with Atalante. I don't want to use guts yet. I think you have to have crits on this turn. Like, I think if you don't get your quick card there, you're boned. I don't see, because like now my command codes aren't doing anything. Because if they only benefit me if they're critting. Well, the Gil one helps, I guess, but. That was so unfortunate though that we couldn't do anything turn before. Her crit chance must be like 100%. Well, no, clearly not. But she crit 3 times in a row, so I was kind of wondering if they just made it so she always crits. Then she loses the crit buff. That's interesting. I wonder how they did that. Yeah, I need to have the crits all line up when I've got the Buster up, I think, because we're just so behind here. That was still really nice crits, though. Valiant effort, but not enough. I'd be curious, does anybody have her already buffed? I kind of want to try the same quest. Because, like, we can't have her buff until we beat this, right? Like, you can't unlock the buff unless you've beaten this stage. But we could use someone else's, and I'd be kind of curious to see what the performance difference is with having the buffs that, you know, linger. She's not that far off, honestly. I mean, that's still a lot of health on a Saber when you're an archer, but still. I almost want to go with a Guts CE. I wonder if that would be worth it. Oh, BC's got her up? Okay, that'll work. I'm trying to think about the CE. You definitely want to get your NP quick, but at the same time, it's so iffy on when you can cast Guts to live. Okay, hold on, let me, if I'm gonna use Beastlies, I'm gonna switch the command codes. I'm not gonna give them to anyone, but I'll take them off, that way it's easier later. When you can't solo your own interlude. It's tough times, man. I wonder what the story is here. Could you be bothered to give her command codes? Like, they don't have to necessarily be the best ever, but like just something. Because I feel like if we upgrade here, but then we don't have command codes, we're not really any stronger. I think like we're about the same. Throwing them on now. Alright, I'll be real quick then. I'm gonna grab water when I've got a chance. Alright. I'm back. I like how he just relogged, and then of course that means we don't see him on the friends list anymore, because that's how this works for some fucking reason. Yeah, we'll have a time to show off Dear Mid for sure. This is a Thinker remix. Thinker is a song from Armored Core, and this was a remix by OC remixes.
これでどうか
Thinker is probably the most famous Armored Core song,
行くぞいいでしょ
so it's not a huge surprise. That's one that's been remixed a few times. It'll be a bit before we have the dragon, because I've got to level Gil and get his bond up and that kind of thing, but we'll definitely mess around with that. Yet again, I cannot make any goddamn stars.
行くぞ
That sucks, man. Pull my quick card. Don't. Oh no. What does her magic resist? Let me look. It's D. It's D. It's fucking D. What's the That's unfortunate, because yeah, with the not having the attack down, I think we might get one shot here. Great. Alright, well, we can freely use our first skill now. It's like no big deal there. Too bad we don't have any goddamn stars. Wait, what the hell? What the fuck? When we started this, we didn't have anything on the art card. I don't understand. How do the command codes update like this, but the fucking like the CEs and shit don't? Like, dude, there's so much weird shit I've seen with like what gets the game to update like what's in what slot. Right? But I've noticed with command codes for some reason the game is like way faster about updating them. That's creepy as fuck. No, it's not the sleep apnea. You can go back and watch the VOD. Like when I picked the unit off of the support list, like when it was on the list and I clicked it, there was nothing in one of the art cards. One of the art cards was blank. But clearly just like between that menu and going into the thing, it actually updates. It updates while loading. That's so fucked. What the hell, dude? The CEs definitely don't do that. That's weird that command codes work like that. I wonder why. Like what's going on under the hood that makes it work like that? I hate not being able to crit on this first turn though. It really sucks. Especially when you have crit command codes. It just makes it so unfortunate. Especially when we brought a command or mystic code that makes a bunch of stars. It's just not enough. Like, you don't need that many stars, right? Like because you can generate 20, you just need a chunk. But I couldn't generate fucking any. Oh, it's getting a crit. Please don't kill me. Yeah, I think we need the guts. I think we need a guts craft. Wait, like do crit up and guts, I think, or something like that. Because that we'll just have to make stars in that turn before. Because it's so unreliable that we can actually live one turn. Trying to think if you NP on that turn or not. I mean, ideally, you just need to get your quick card the turn before, and then I think you go for it. The only thing that's bad about the Gut CE is our NP will definitely hit a lot weaker, a lot weaker. But having that safety net would be nice. Alright, that is the NP damage one. We'll see how this works. Don't have the other one on this account, feels bad. Which one was first? I can't remember. I remember one of the Guildfests had the NP damage one, and the other one had the crit damage one. I don't remember which one's which. I want to say it's NP, then crit. So then that means NA has the NP one right now. Unless I'm backwards. Well, I was really glad to get my art card there. No, there's a Guts CE that has NP damage up and Guts. The one that has Nero on it is the crit one. The one with Ishtar and Quetz is NP damage up. Well, it might be just from Nero Fest or whatever. It's the same fucking thing. I just remember they were back to back, and I think the NP one came first and the crit one, but I may be thinking backwards. Like, I'm almost positive the NP damage one was added to the game first, because I'm pretty sure off memory, I felt like, and it depends on the unit, but I feel like the crit damage one is the better one, and I felt like when it was added, I was like, this is kind of an upgrade over last year's. I remember feeling that way, but I may be nuts, because the human brain can really warp your... I'm telling you, your memories can get really warped. It's whack. And yet again, I don't have my fucking quit card. Holy shit, man. Right, if I use my third skill, I could probably NP next turn. Is that worth it? I'm gonna say yes. I like how literally every single time, though, we have not gotten our quick card. This is gonna be so bad if I don't get my NP. That means I just wasted my third skill. Because if I don't get it, which we're not going to. Okay, that is so bad. Because we're close enough that I would have gotten it this next turn anyway. Like, I get it this turn anyway, right? So there's no point. So I literally just throwing the NP damage out on the second NP that I could have done. That's so shit, dude. Well, at least I get a Star Jin turn. Man, I really just blew it with the third skill there. Cause yeah, I'm gonna overcharge by... See, like, I overcharged by more than what it gave me, right? So there's no point. So now that on my second NP, I'm not gonna have the NP up, unfortunately. Assuming we live that long. And if we don't live that long, then it doesn't matter. Look at this crit spread! Look at this crit spread! You ought to be ashamed of yourself, young lady. What the absolute... I got literally every other card is better, right? Like, I like how the quick one got 100%, right? Like, what the fuck? Yeah, I guess she's not technically young, but, you know. Old lady. Way to go, old lady. Maybe we'll just crit anyway. No. What? Oh my god. Yeah, I'm thinking Star Absorb. I'm thinking Star Absorb is the way to go. That is that is painful. And see, even if we crit here, we don't have the Buster Chain, so it's not gonna be as good. What? Out of 4 Buster cards, none of them crit. Then we made a lot of stars. How? I don't understand. I don't feel like that was statistically likely. I do not feel like that was statistically likely. Can we Can we get a Star Absorb on? I feel like the Star Absorb are wrong though. Like I think we need like the Gilgamesh one and then crit. Like I think you need those. You need to be greedy. The Star Absorb might be fine when you're fighting Lancers, right? Because then you have plenty of damage anyway, and the consistency is nice. But I feel like this this is probably not gonna happen. I think this might be beatable if you truly had a maxed out Suzuka Gozen though. Like we're talking like, you know, really crazy shit like level 100, 2K, you know, Sharkies, right? I think when this comes around, Sharky might be able to beat this on NA, but I don't think we got this. I don't think we got what it takes. Well, the Gilgamesh one would be good though, because the Gilgamesh one works even if you don't crit, so at least there's that. I guess these will update even if they don't, right? Like in the loading screen, apparently they update. I see there's, we'll see. Right now, that you can see right there, that Buster card has nothing on it. Let's see if Beastly's the quickest command code switcher in the West here, and if we got it when we get in. I still don't get why people, even after all this time, don't get that. Nope, it didn't update. Well, that fucking sucks. I don't get why it did before, but it didn't on that one. I wonder if maybe I just started too soon. But I don't know how people haven't gotten the memo yet that I do not use my taunt walls to get like extra value. And it's because so many other people do. Like almost all the other people that make solo stuff do, and they use like George's Bonzi and shit like that. Which is fine, if that's what they want to do, there's nothing wrong with that, but that's not what I do, and I never have done that, and people are always like, why are you doing this? I get that all the time, dude. Yeah, because of the stream delay, maybe I may have started it too soon. I'm not sure. I'm just gonna start over, because we're getting horrible luck anyway. That sucks. Well, we will probably never know if that was... I mean, I'm pretty sure I just started it too fast because it worked before, so... Do you not have the Gil one? Like, do you not have, like, just the regular old Gilgamesh one? Because you have to have it, right? Because if you got that one... Don't you, I think they're the same one, aren't they? Did they do the Chains, Gil, and then, the other one? Because the Gilgamesh one would be the best, because it's just 20% damage all the time. You don't have... Fuck, that sucks. I don't know what we go with then. Oh, whatever. I think that's, what, isn't that the like crit on divinity or something? Yeah, it's not going to be very helpful because Atalante doesn't have, divinity. Well, that's a decent opening hand, though. I would generally put the Gilgamesh one in whatever character you want to use as your main DPS the most often, or who you like the most. Oh my god, we actually got our goddamn quick card. Okay, I'm gonna have faith here. The best MP gain combo. I think we got it. Wait, no. I mean, we do, that's right. I don't remember who had which CE, but we don't have like the 2 good charge on death CEs because we're summoning someone else. Like as a DPS unit. So when you summon someone else as a taunt. On NA, I actually have 2 CEs. I have 2 of the Da Vinci event CE, which is nice, but I don't play NA enough for that to really matter too much. That was close though. Oh my god. It's just not quite enough stars that turn before. That's why you normally go after your NP, or you know, have a team to give you stars or something, but that's why I guess Star Absorb maybe, I don't know if Star Absorb is worth it or not, because Star Absorb does allow you to make, you know, just like the stars that you happen to have in Anniversary Blonde. The Star Absorb makes that good enough to generally result in crits. Oh my god. Well, that was great damage on that other Buster card, though. If that 60% doesn't crit, though, I should go with Merlin. I'm gonna go with Merlin, just because maybe I can get my MP here. Probably not, though. Fuck. Fuck. Look at all the not critting. I'm surprised 100% even crit. Hey, we got our MP, though. I do think this is doable if you have a really maxed out Gozen, though, because we're not that far away from winning. Like, we're really not. And if we had a slightly tougher one, we might live one more turn. We're doing way more damage with these. And you can probably kill Tam with just AoE damage if you're like a really strong. I mean, this is a pretty strong Gozen. It's definitely stronger than mine, but it's not quite enough. I could see if someone out there is like, you know, Gozen's their favorite fucking character, right? I think they'd be able to solo this with her. Because seriously, we're pretty fucking close. Because yeah, Tam would already be dead right now if we had a really maxed out, and we probably would have won that turn. If we had like a really maxed out Gozen, I think we would have won on that turn. But yeah, you gotta have a pretty tough Gozen to solo this, I think. That's rough, man. I would try Gwen, that'd be kind of interesting here. That was close though. That was really close. Honestly, this Gozen might be able to do it if you got really lucky. Let me slot my Gwen. Fighting your counter class is not easy, man. Yeah, if we had like crit, if we had crit and had like a heal, if we had gone with the 1k heal on something, and then we somehow had managed to get like the value that we'd gotten, and then actually crit some, we would have killed Atalante, and then the heal would have meant that Tam wouldn't have killed us, because Tam only has 2 actions per turn, so. Yeah, that's certainly possible. Well, that was level 80, right? But it was a high MP rank, so it's still a definitely tougher one than mine. Because mine was, you know, 666 MP2. Like mine, I don't think would be able to solo that. Please tell me I already have command codes on Gwen. I bet you I don't. Dude. It's so frustrating because it would be so easy for them to fix the command code thing. Actually, I do have some okay command codes on them, but I need better than that. But it would have been so easy for them to have changed this UI to be more like CEs and stuff, and that would have made it so much better. Who has the Gilgamesh one? It's the only one I can't find. I think it's on no one right now for some reason. No? Okay, there it is. Okay. God, this fucking menu, dude. Oh my god, I thought this was going to take a second, but like every fucking command code I need is on somebody else, and I don't know who. No, a VC Brawn was not designed with Poster Girl in mind. They just happened to work well together. That's fucking stupid. FGO did not plan ahead at all when they made Poster Girl, and it's not like that's a CE you can get at any time. That's, you know, that was a CE that was added way before VC Brawn, and you can't even get anymore. And they just happen to have really good synergy. That doesn't mean they're like, oh yeah, we'll make this unit because of that. Like, no, that's not how that works. And if VC Brawn is totally usable without it, like you just have him die to an AoE and P and you just don't protect him, right? Like that's absolutely what they're thinking. Is you're supposed to just put him out and let him die. Now obviously he's much stronger if you have Poster Girl. Like that's something that does synergize incredibly well together, but it's not like that was their intent. I have no idea what to give Gwen's quick card here. I mean, a lot of setups you don't need him to have taunt, but in a lot of other situations you do, right? It just depends. So obviously having taunt from like Poster Girl, the synergy is really good because you know you can get rid of him, where otherwise you kind of need the enemy just to have really high damage output, or you need, you know, them to have an AoE in P or something like that. Like, but they might have a single target in P, and then what do you do, right? So there are ways, obviously, to still use them. You know, I don't use Poster Girl in my videos, and I've still made use of a VC Brawn, you know, several times. But I can't use him as much as someone else could that has Poster Girl. I have Poster Girl, I just refuse to use it in my videos. But, so I have to be pretty selective when I use them, right? If you notice, most of the time I use a VC Brawn, it's against AoE. And, like, in Guildfest, I think, do you all get this one? Fuck, what's her name? MHXA, is that one this year or is that next year? I don't remember. But in that, I use the VC Brawn there because there's an enemy in that fight. Whoever kills it is insta-deathed, right? It's one of the enemies, I don't remember which one it is, but one of the baddies there, when you kill him, that whatever unit killed the baddie, they die. And so I use a VC Brawn to kill that guy, right? Because that means one of my other units won't die, so someone else doesn't have to take the bullet, so he gets to be all, Mr. President, right? And he's good at that because he gets his NP immediately and all that nonsense. And then, you know, with him dying, then he's guaranteed to give the team his third skill, so, you know, it kind of works out, right? But that's a very specific circumstance, right? That's not a normal boss gimmicks. So it's like there's certain circumstances where you can manipulate things, and then there's AoE bosses and stuff like that. But yeah, he's niche. And that's how he was designed. Because with Poster Girl, you can use the VC Brawn basically every boss fight ever. I'm not exaggerating. Like if you have Poster Girl and you want to use the VC Brawn, you could pretty much get a lot of boom for your buck every boss fight ever. But he was not designed to be that way. Most 1 to 3 stars are not designed to be usable in every goddamn boss fight ever. They're niche. They're designed to be good when their niche comes up. And that's how a VC Brawn is. A VC Brawn is good when his niche comes up. But then he can be, that niche is basically every stage ever if you happen to have Poster Girl. Well, again, that's not how he was designed. It's just like, you know, Alexander. Alexander is extremely good when his niche comes up, right? But when it doesn't come up, he's just, you know, and that's a VC Brawn as well. You could do with Chin Gong, but that synergy is not that good because, well, it's good if the stage calls for an AoE caster, because they're both AoE casters, and so you're already that's already a good setup. But it doesn't make a lot of sense otherwise, because let's say it calls for like a single target saber. Well, now the majority of your team is 2 AoE casters for some fucking reason, right? That doesn't really make a lot of sense. It makes sense though if it was like the boss gimmicks are really extreme, and it was one of those bosses that can like one-shot you if they even touch you, which there are bosses like that, right? If they touch you, you die pretty much. And so maybe you bring like a Buster Saber, right? Because maybe the enemy's a Lancer or whatever, and then and because they're Buster, then Chin Gong is kind of helpful anyway, right? So then you yeet a VC Brawn, and that makes your Saber kind of safe for a while. Then when your Saber's not safe, maybe use Chin Gong's taunt to get rid of Chin Gong, right? And then kind of the cycle continues, right? So there are times that could work, but that's very specific. That's not really. The only time I would really see you using Chin Gong and VC Brawn together is if you needed the AoE, like say, caster stuff anyway. Otherwise, it's just you're using up too much of your space, especially if you're doing budget. Like if you have like other 5 stars on the team, you could probably afford it. But normally, using up that much of your space for units that aren't necessarily optimal, right? It's not worth. Really bad opening hand here. There's been several bosses where it's like, if the boss touches you, you just implode, right? They've done that several times. God, Juna does hit really fucking hard though. He's definitely one kind of like that. Wish I'd gotten more NP gain over these turns, but didn't happen. Atalante making stuff hard for Sabers, man. Come on, Gwen, get like one crit here at least. Of course not. I should have done a different combo than that because I just realized I'm so far away from having my MP. I should have. Never mind. It worked out. This sucks though. It's not a good time to use my third skill because they didn't proc guts. What do I do then? I think I go for it anyway? I don't know. That's really awkward. I only need 2 of these to crit. Oh god. And normally Gwen doesn't really have any issues critting because he uses third skill on this turn. I could have waited. I could have done this next turn, and that might have been the right thing to do. And if these crit, it's fine, but if they don't, I mean... Oh, there you go. Feels good. Although we did... That's awkward. Because now she's low enough that I don't know if I need to go, like, super ham next turn. Damsel's got a lot of life though, that's kind of the problem. Maybe I should have gone with Atlas. I'm actually thinking maybe I should have gone with Atlas. I might actually have to attack Tam here while I've got the buffs. I think I do. Woo! Well, bye, Tam. Damn it. I was hoping to get my MP right there. It should be fine though. Well, I don't think I played this optimally. I don't think I played this right. It's just Gwen was a lot better for this, so, and you know, he's level 100. I wish, I'm not gonna redo it though, just because this stage isn't worth optimizing. Like, obviously I could have played that better with Gwen and won harder, but I mean, it was good enough, so. But I do think Gozen would have won as well if she had been level 100 and all that shit. Because I mean, I have a strong Gwen. Let's be real here. You know, he's level 100 and he's got the command card upgrades and that kind of thing. But there was definitely room for improvement there. I could have won a bit better. I'm very proud of my Gwen though. Like, there's not a lot of people that have Gwens that are like that. Upgraded, and it's funny, he's not like my absolute favorite character or anything, but I do like him, and I just decided I really wanted him to be like as strong as he can be. I wanted to kind of see what I could, you know, pull off with the sun memes, right? So I really enjoyed that. That's why I gave him the command card upgrades. And I figured he'd get a lot of mileage out of them. I kind of felt like if I gave those to Protoku or Gil or someone, they wouldn't get that much mileage out of them, where Gwen really does, so. Yeah, it's a very slow 2.5k foe, basically, except it doesn't apply to your NP, where foes do apply to your NP, and they really add up there. Now that's a Leonidas. I have no idea what we're fighting, but let's do it. Normally I don't go the DPS route with Leonidas. So I wouldn't use Atlas. I mean, Anniversary Blonde. We don't have a CE to support it either, so maybe we shouldn't. Go default. That's a not kind of middle of the road way. I've seen some real potential though in a DPS Leonidas. I've been tempted to start I don't know what to grail in my main, man. I just don't know. What the fuck? This is the same thing, but they got Taiga. God. So now we got the cat, the fox, and the tiger. But yeah, I've thought about trying to make a Leonidas, like, all the things, right? You even give him those command card boosts, right, for the crits and everything. Like, if you really committed, you could really set up one hell of a Leonidas. I don't know, man. I bet Tesla is something I really want to grail to 100. I feel like if I did that for Leonidas, I'd have to go all the way. I'd have to, like, after Coup is done, I'd have to start giving the command card boosting, you know, faux things to Leonidas and stuff, and I don't know if I want to do that or not. But it would be pretty awesome. Like, if you just want a practical unit, yeah, you don't need to go all the way with Leonidas. Leonidas is awesome at 65, and he's awesome at 90 and stuff. But if you're wanting to go the DPS route with Leonidas, and like to do the loopy thing with the Buster chains and the Buster up and the Stargent and everything, while still being rather tanky, you want to go completely ham. You need to get a lot of mileage out of your stuff. Yeah, it's technically right, Fluffy. Alright, let's see. Who dies first? What's the biggest threat? Taiga's got sure hit, so probably her. This is gonna be tough. Wait, do we have the damage cut one? I can't remember if they added that or not a second time. It looks like... Okay, no, we've got... What oh, it's the, wait, no, that's the other Leonidas. Okay, I have to look. I don't remember if they added that one again or not. I don't think they did. I don't know what the fuck I saw then. I'm just like confused to what my brain was looking at there. I would have really liked a random crit there. That'd have been swell. Hey, I guess I just saw Santa Alter and I thought that was the damage cut one for some reason, then I saw it again on the quick one. Anyway, because I was saying, I don't think they gave that out twice. Like, they added other things to them. They added, like, the Gilgamesh one or whatever, and the crit one. Like, the Chains of Heaven or whatever. Or, like, just the red one. I don't remember. They added one of the crit ones to the shop. But I'm pretty sure they didn't add the damage cut one again. I really need to get my NP here. I'm gonna just rely on their hit counts, the enemy hit counts. Should be fine. Fidget spinner! Let's go for a double NP here. Although we also... I wonder if I get my NP from her attacking us and I can go for the Buster Chain to take out Taiga. That would be pretty good. Let's do that. Oh, did you get... Oh, that would make sense, Beastly. That would make a lot of sense. That would be why that account doesn't have the CE, and then you got the thing from the shop. Yeah, that makes sense. And I don't blame you for not doing, you know, Dilfest on an ult, because, you know, it's an ult. 98%, not like this. And then we got drained. Are you fucking... Oh, got it anyway. Feels good. Okay, Atalante is kind of the least threat in a way, just because she is what we counter class. Alright, let's see if we can get another NP. That would be amazing. Nice damage, nerd. mean, could use the attack up and Buster Chain and even potentially crit there. Well, we got the guaranteed crit on the art one. We probably do that instead. Go with the attack up whenever we don't use our NP, basically. Wow. Oh boy. Leonidas, man. Although, honestly, we might not get our NP here because they just buffed and then forced NP, so they only have one action left. We see them to attack. If we attack with anything, we'll probably get our NP. The only thing we might not work would be a Buster attack. Which, that's a Buster attack. God damn it. Well, that sucks. If we had gotten our NP there, Atalante's NP I don't think would really do anything. Well, we can do the damage cut at least. Wow, okay. We have 2 defense ups, the damage cut, and then the damage cut from the CE. Pretty good, and you know, obviously we're counter flashing, so I think we'll be alright. Yeah, we're fine. Nice crit for 800, okay. Now we just take out the trash. I'm kidding. I like Atalante. It's just she's an archer, so she's like a kind of a joke here. I'm not even going for the loop anymore because I don't think we need it. Hence the Buster Chain. God damn it! That's actually bad. I may pay for my arrogance here because now I don't have my NP and I can't. Oh wait, never mind. Never mind. Saved. Yeah, I was planning on killing her there, right? But she evaded. So, you know. We probably would have survived though. We still had a defense up and I could have applied the damage cut again. We'll see. She's not going out without a fight though. She heard the trash comment. That's not good enough though. Yeah, he's too tanky, man. And now we got the NP gain, so we start looping like a madman again, but we'll just do the Buster Chain. Even if she crit, she didn't have that. Like, wouldn't have done that much damage. And we still had guts, so there was really no chance. But she didn't go out like a chum, at least. Yeah, Leonidas is pretty good. And the main thing is he's supposed to be a tank, but, you know, you can also do that. He is an awesome tank for so many stages, dude. Like, because you can get indefinite taunt in the right situations, and that's just such a useful tool. Yeah, I want him to get an animation update really bad. I'm super excited whenever he does get one. Man, my main has really ran it back with the SQ, man. Feels good. I guess the anniversary helped a lot with that, but I'm pretty ready for. I was seriously worried before Lost Belt 5 happened, right? I was like, I don't, you know, if Lost Belt 5 and 6 are kind of close together, and if 5 doesn't go well, you know, I was worried. But thankfully, rolling on Lost Belt 5 went pretty well, and we've had a decent amount of time and everything, so I'm looking pretty good. Besides, I'm starting to think Lost Belt 6 isn't going to have much stuff that I want in it, but I'm sure there'll at least be, surely there will at least be one thing that I like in it, so we'll see. Alrighty, well, I mean, we can do red hairs, but it doesn't really matter. It's only level 50, so it's not like it's going to be a stage we're going to want to keep around, so I might as well grab the SQ while it's cheap. Let's do some Kojiro stuff, why not? Take on a caster, see how, that's going to be tough, but, you know, maybe he's got it. Again, level 50, oh my god, you have to bring red hair. Well, never mind. Is my red hair leveled? I wonder if it allows you to bring a support red hair. I wonder if that counts. Let's find out. Just out of curiosity, I want to know. No. Okay. Pretty sure I leveled him. I'm blind as fuck, so I don't always see things when they're right in front of me. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I didn't level him. I don't see him. Maybe I just haven't final ascended him. Oh, there he is. Yeah, I just haven't final ascended him. Well, let's see if a level 60 111 NP3 red hair can do this. Oh boy. I feel like I thought he was NP5 and I burned other copies of red hair. I'm not sure if that's happened or not. It's certainly a possibility. Better than mine at least, lol. Horses. I am so curious what's happening right now. I like how it's making horse like the hooves. I really want to know what was up with Victoria Lancer altar there. I thought mine was MP5 as well, but apparently not. I have to remember that. Try to get him MP5 later. Like, from a practicality standpoint, even if you like to do 1 to 3 star stuff, red hair is not really that useful because generally Medusa, Blackbeard, Columbus, Alex, you know, that kind of thing is just going to be better. But every once in a while he can be alright. And then he might get buffed, that's the thing. Down the line they might buff him. And, that, you know, I like him as a character, so I'd be happy to, you know, have him ready to go. A lot of books. Yeah, NP upgrade would be a massive help to him. The main issue. His animations are not lazy at all, though. The red hair hates literature. That emote, though. I guess we NP here. I watched, this is so random, but I watched the Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphans again. That's the only Gundam show I'd ever only watched once. And I actually liked it way better the second time I watched it. I have like the same issue with that I've always had, and that I don't really like the main character very much. But overall, I do like the show, and I've always liked like the setting and stuff, and I really like how the second season was so not... Like, the second season is so not generic, and I really appreciate that, and they did some really cool stuff with it. I just don't like the main character that much. I don't dislike him. Okay, here's how I feel about the main character, right? I feel like they have this show that the writers and director and stuff, you know, they had like some, you know, pretty specific stuff like they wanted to cover, like with the themes of the show and the story and everything. And I think they accomplished that for the most part, and that's fine. But then the main character has nothing to do with any of that. That's the thing, like they've got like a story here that's like for pretty specific themes and stuff that they're dealing with. And the main character is really detached from that, aside from just kind of being a victim of circumstances with the whole child soldier thing. But like, he doesn't like play into any of those themes at all. He's kind of just there, and he's kind of just like a power fantasy that's just kind of running around in this setting, right? And I just don't really care for that. Like, I find it a lot less interesting than a lot of the other like main characters and stuff. Why is there a horse a servant? To be fair, it is a very famous horse, and that's why. Like, Red Hair is, you know, a very famous horse because, you know, Lubu's horse and everything. So that is why. Like, seriously, in Japan, it's a really well-known thing. But yeah, like how I felt when the first time I saw Iron-Blooded Orphans, whatever the fuck. The first time I saw it, I had such a hard time getting into it because of the main character. I kind of missed. I didn't really get into like the themes of it until it was basically over. So watching it a second time, kind of already knowing kind of some of the stuff like behind it and stuff, made me enjoy it a lot more. And yeah, I mean, I really enjoyed it. Again, the main character is not really my cup of tea, but yeah, I liked it. You know, I'm a huge Gundam fan. That was, like I said, the only Gundam show I'd only ever watched once, so that's kind of why I decided to give it another shot. And I do really respect the writing and stuff. From what I understand, the main writer, she like often has endings that are kind of grim, right? But like I don't even think like the ending's even that grim. I mean, I think it's pretty thematic for what the story's about and everything. I'm just surprised that they did what they did with that show, because most executives won't let you do that, right? They're like, no, you can't do that, it won't be popular, right? But like it'd be so bad for that show if it just had like a happy, you know, wrap it up in a bow ending, and it would completely betray what a lot of it is about and stuff, and like, because like, there's a lot of bad decisions being made and blah 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 blah, and the circumstances, it just wouldn't make any sense to have like a really happy ending and all that. And I think the ending wasn't just like it's not even really a sad ending, like I say, but it's like, it wasn't like it wasn't an abnormal ending just for the sake of it. It makes sense, so I did enjoy it. Something I find very frustrating, I find this very fucking frustrating. The community, most of the Gundam community, I hate their reaction to that show. Like, overwhelmingly, I feel like, and at least from like YouTube comments and like, you know, forums and stuff, which is not really necessarily indicative of the average fan, so who knows? I don't know how the average fan actually feels about that anime. But anything you can like see, the community around that anime is stupid. Like, just so stupid. They like basically throw everything that the show's about out the window, and they just want the main characters to beat everybody. And they're mad that they didn't. And I'm like, what is wrong with you? Like, they just completely ignore like what the show is about, and like they get mad that the bad guy, who's not even a bad guy for God's sakes, his goal is fucking peace, Jesus Christ. But like the antagonist, they get mad that he like doesn't fight fair. I'm like, what the fuck? Because like the main characters the entire show don't fight fair, and that's like a thing. Right, where they're like, it's stupid to fight fair and care about honor and all these things, and you need to survive. They do that through the whole show. And then when the antagonist fights the same way, like the YouTube comments on those, like on the episodes and stuff, are nothing like, oh, they cheated and stuff. It's like, what is wrong with you? It's just silly. Because like a big part of that is like how the main characters, they're kind of just swept up in things. They're not even thinking about the political stuff and what's right and wrong. They're worrying about themselves and like trying to secure power for themselves, right? That's like they just coincidentally get wrapped up in this stuff where, you know, the quote-unquote bad guy is literally out for world peace, for God's sakes. So I'm like, it's just silly, and like that's a big part of the show. That's a huge part of the show. And I just see so many people that hate the antagonists, all of them, even though most of the antagonists are not bad, right? Like at all. Like some of them are pompous or something, but they're not bad, like, at all. And like I see so many people that just like hate the antagonists so much, and I'm like, what did they do? And like a lot of them have like good character arcs and stuff. Well, like the whole thing was like those orbital railguns had like always existed, and they were just illegal, and then they were like relics from the past, because like the technology was like better in the past, and they just like kind of busted them out. I don't really get why they were illegal though. That felt like a contrivance to me. It wasn't just that. I felt like throughout that anime there was multiple times where they were like things are illegal and it was just for contrivance stuff. Like I don't really feel like the government would have like banned that like system that made you like a connect to your mobile suit all super well. Like they banned it because they feared it. I don't think they would do that. I think they would just use it, right? That's kind of stupid. And like they banned the orbital railguns because they feared them. But I don't think they would. I think they would have just used them, right? I don't really buy that stuff was illegal. And then I just felt like a contrivance for them not to be in the show until they needed them to be and stuff like that. So I thought that was a bit silly. But nothing's perfect. Some Gundam shows aren't really about the politics stuff, but a lot of times they are. But I thought Iron Blood did a better job than most. It wasn't very preachy at all. Like, they don't really tell you whose perspective they think is right. They kind of just have different characters running around with different perspectives. And then, like, I think a lot of people pay the price for their actions, like, very much so. But I feel like that show did a good job of kind of just having stuff there, and you kind of make of it what you want. And I think Wing did that as well. Like, the main characters in Gundam Wing never even really get that into the political stuff. It's kind of just happening around them. And they even call out a lot of the mistakes. Like, a lot of the ideals in Gundam Wing have flaws in them, and they actually pretty often call them out, like, even though they're held by, like, the main characters and stuff. So I thought they did a good job with that. Yeah, I like how we just fought Lu Bu as Lu Bu's horse. Wow, is it only a one-stage thing? Why did we just... What the fuck is going on? Wait, it's a one-stage interlude, and you fight a bunch of books in the shadow of Lu Bu. Like, I don't understand. Were those like the... I am so confused. Now Shin Gong's here. I don't understand. He basically thinks he's Lu Bu. It's pretty funny. So are we like attacking the stories of Lu Bu right now? I'm confused. I actually feel like Iron Blood would be a good show for people to watch that haven't seen Gundam before, because I feel like it's Gundam always deals with political stuff and all those kinds of things, but like I feel like you could remove the Gundams from that show very easily, right? It very much is a character-driven and world-driven story. I feel like the Gundam stuff was pretty light, to be honest, so I feel like that would be a pretty good entry point for people. Yeah, I enjoyed it way more the second time I watched it. But yeah, the community kind of drove me insane. I wouldn't say it's my favorite show, but I definitely like it, and I respect it a lot. Like, there's some things in it that just aren't my cup of tea, like, mostly with the main character. But I respect it a lot because it's not generic. It had, kind of a story it wanted to tell, and it just told it. It has a beginning, middle, and end. It doesn't drag shit out forever just because it's popular. And it stuck to its guns and did, because the easy way out would have been to just pander to the audience, and have the main characters kick everyone's ass, and that's that, because that's what the audience wanted, right? But that would have really betrayed, that would have really betrayed what the show was about, and it also would not be very realistic and fitting for what was going on. So I'm really glad they didn't do that. Yeah, I feel like a lot of communities are just terrible, and it's not like the people, the majority of the people that like the thing, it's the vocal people that use Reddit or Discord or YouTube comments or whatever, right? Like, I feel like the majority of people just sit back and enjoy something, right? But yeah, a lot of times, like, the vocal community of things can be, yikes. But yeah, that's kind of, how it is, I guess. And there's a lot of vocal people that aren't awful too, though. I mean, you can easily find people, for Ruby or Gundam or whatever, where there's people that are totally sensible and just talking about the thing, And I like talking about stuff, and I have people that have opinions and disagree and stuff. That's all fine. That doesn't bother me at all. It's just sometimes there's such a high degree of stupidity in fandoms that it can get annoying, I guess. All right. Well, that's everyone's buffs and everything. If we want to, we could just go back to NA for a bit. There's just not much to do on NA outside of just the free quest. So maybe we do our newbie account. I'll tell you what, we'll play NA a little bit just because I'd like to use my AP, and then yeah, maybe we'll do our newbie account for a little bit. I mean, there's no point in leveling a unit right now. do anything. I don't know. Actually, I kind of want to do this off stream because it's gonna be boring. I feel like I don't want to waste apples, so I don't want to do fun things, and then I need to be practical and like bring bonus CEs, and then I have to like make. It's gonna be boring farming. I don't want to stream just Gilfest farming. It's so fucking boring. Like I'd rather just go play the main story on my new account. Like I just like if I'm gonna farm like that, I'd rather just do something else while I farm. I don't want to like focus on farming. It kind of stuff just. It's not my shtick. Besides, I need to do the interlude, the Lost Belt interlude on my new account. Okay, now I have to switch phones or go to the emulator because I don't have a way to see. I somehow, how did I had it up, but I somehow closed it without realizing it. I don't know how I did accomplish that. I haven't touched the 1 to 3 star count in forever, and I probably won't touch it until they eventually add a lottery. I kind of just decided like months and months and months ago that I wasn't really going to play the 1 to 3 star count until they added a lottery that had gold gems in it. And then now we've gone for like the longest spree of time ever without having a lottery, so you know, that's been going great. I mean, I could just solo and fuck around. How hard, I don't really pay attention. How are some of the free quests in Gilfest actually, like, if you use, you know, neutral units and stuff, would it actually be, you know, interesting? I don't even know, because it'd be fun to show off chats units and just mess around and get some lottery tickets while I'm at it. Because I have a lot of apples on NA. I don't really have to be that frugal. Like, I need to be frugal on like this account and the 1 to 3 star account, but that's kind of the only ones that I have to bother. Like, if I want to dick around on NA, I can. Oh, well, there's like our login streaks. I'll take that. Yeah, I know some of the free quests get better later. I think like right now they're kind of meh. It'd be fun. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow, because it would be fun to use chats units. We could use like Sharky's. Okay, fuck it. You know what? I know I'm bouncing around everywhere. But let's do NA. We'll like show off Sharky's Tomoe Goes and how much better it is than mine and all that kind of stuff. And we'll just use people's stuff from chat. And we'll get some lottery tickets while we're at it. Because I'm pretty sure I have an absolutely massive amount of apples on NA, so I don't really need to be like efficient with my AP. I can be a dum-dum. Yeah, we can use Deer Mid. Do I have you added, Fluffy? I don't know, because I log into NA so rarely, and when I do, I'm normally just like dicking around, so I have no idea who I've added. I'm sure I have Sharky though. But yeah, so yeah, Iron Blood Orphans is not my favorite like show, and not my favorite Gundam show either. But I respect the writing a lot, and I can definitely see why it would be someone's favorite, just because it is done really well. Hold on, I've got this set to like can't see my screen properly. There we go. Because this is like a preview on my PC. I'm actually using the phone to still play, and I had it set where. The default setting for Samsung Flow, it like makes your screen on your phone like really, really dark and you can't see jack shit. Yeah, Sumo is kind of the baseline, so that's always good. I'll say this: if you're really confident in your unit and you've got like the the lottery drop CE, by all means give them that. That's like a way to showboat, and then I get more lottery tickets. But yeah, generally just give them whatever you think is best. Okay, a lot of these people are probably, in chat and stuff, so I feel bad. But just, you can send the invite again. I'm just trying to be fair, because I don't know who the hell is who. And like, some of these are old invites, some of these are new, so I don't know. So I'm just gonna remove everybody, and anybody can, send me a thing if you want me to show off a unit. And as usual, if you want, whatever you want me to use, put it in the fucking all slot. Okay, let's see. I recognize several of these names, feels bad. Okay, so here's the problem is I never want to remove anybody, but I need to remove a few people so we can actually summon people. Okay, there's Fluff. Okay, let me see if there's anyone that hasn't been online in forever. Okay, Cairo hasn't been on in a while, feels bad. Don't know who that is off the top of my head. Actually, I think I do know who that is now. I'm not sure. But again, if you're in chat like right now and I remove you, just send me the invite again. I'm just, you know, it's hard for me to keep track of everybody, and I'm just trying to make as much room as possible for people that are actually here. Okay, there's my code. I'm gonna run to the restroom then real quick, and then we'll start goofing around. I'm hoping we'll have some content that's hard enough to actually show shit off, but I don't know if we will or not. So we don't actually have the dragon yet. Right back. Alrighty. I have pistachios. Let's see if we can get our list to update. I'm gonna regret this so much. I don't know why I'm doing this. I swear to God. I feel like I haven't used Merlin in so long.
慌てない慌てない呪文噛むからね
I will say Ares Merlin is pretty scary. Holy crap, why is my volume so loud? I'm not actually sure how Prism Cosmos is in a solo. Might be overkill. Crap. Oh, I didn't actually use taunt. Well, that works out. They only have one action per turn, and they might buff. I'll just bet that he won't buff. It'll be interesting to see what command codes people are using because NA has so few command codes right now. I wonder if we NP. I think we do actually. Airy going pure survivability with Merlin, which makes sense. Made in Halloween, oh god. Works with the command codes though. Even though NA has such basic command codes right now, you can still do some nice stuff like, you know, a bit of Star Gen on the cards that matter and Star Absorb on the cards that matter, or crit damage, you know. It's not bad. Can't do anything too fancy, but... Speaking of dragons, I can NP again if I want to. Basically, would do that for the Star Gen. Fuck it, I'll do it. Actually, I think we kill the Berserker right now. I feel like Made in Halloween would be overkill because, my god, the amount of healing per turn would just be so high. I haven't even lost any health yet. Honestly, Ari, I'm surprised you didn't just like randomly slap like a crit 2-star on his Buster or something. So I'm sure you've done some Merlin Buster critting nonsense in your time. Can he do 18k here? I have, yeah, I figured. I really do like Merlin as a character. He's just so overpowered. I cannot believe people think he needs a buff. It's so fucking stupid. Like, wow, he's not the best support for 3-turn farming, so he's bad. Like, please. Well, could use the buzz drop and probably kill it right now. But I don't think that's really necessary. This is disgusting, by the way. Imagine if we had 2030 on. Not only would we have a lot more stars, but we'd be critting more, which would mean even more NP gain. Why does it last 5 turns? That's what I don't understand, is why did they make it last 5 fucking turns instead of 3? Oh yeah, there's a very large amount of people that want Merlin to be buffed now, and it's because of Castor Toria. They're crying because Buster teams can't loop the same way. Merlin could probably still look Guadia, yeah. These kits kind of bullshit for that kind of thing. If the enemy's feeding you that much NP gain, like, I mean, Merlin is just gonna be, I mean, oh my god. Well, let's see. I guess we kill Caligula first. I'm guessing, Ari, you've already killed Guadia with Merlin. The thing is, even when Merlin was introduced, he was never a great farming unit anyway. I mean, he's okay, right? If you don't have Waver, you know, there's still plenty of uses for Merlin for farming. But for farming, Waver has always been better than Merlin. And then Scatty's always been better than Merlin. You know, Merlin has always been more aimed at challenge quests. Always. I don't know why people are making such a big deal out of it now. It's kind of silly.
小さな窓がおのいいともそこは壁もなく城もなく見せない始まりの空魂のありかを見せようか
I agree. Art teams have the most choice right now. I agree with that. That doesn't mean you need to buff Merlin though. Buff Shakespeare for fuck's sakes. If you want to have a Buster support that's more aimed at battery, that's fine. It does not need to be fucking Merlin though, because Merlin already has an outrageous amount of value in other areas. Like, it's stupid. Like, wow, there's one thing he doesn't do super great. When he does all this other stuff like a complete disgusting maniac. You know, as I'm over here like, you know, with this absurd longevity. They did buff Boudica's first skill. It gives everybody anti-Roman damage now, and it gives everybody crit damage now. Pretty nice. She's in pretty good shape now. The main issue is her competition is just better than her for the most part. She's a totally serviceable budget art support. She does kind of rely on you having a good CE though with high starting NP. But generally Mozart and Hohenheim are just better. So that's kind of the issue. But she has some uses though. There are times where like the enemy gives you your NP a lot. Like with AoE attacks and shit. And if Boudica's spamming her NP, it can be pretty useful. Because yeah, she can give the team now... Why do I have this much health? Good god, why do I have this much health? What the fuck? I was like, oh no, I'm at half health, and then I just... she's fucking airy with her level 100 Merlin. Fucking... What are you giving him? Are you feeding him fucking 2k foe items? Like, what the fuck? Tanky ass bastard, dude. Like, I know we got the health boost and all that, but good god. Guys, can Hyde do this? God, we're gonna have another NP here. Like, you've got to be kidding me. I picked the wrong art card, but obviously I'm safe scumming, and I've seen the future that 50% is the one that actually crits. That's blatantly what's happening here, and I'm gonna make a YouTube comment to say that and call myself out. If he doesn't cast Guts here, we're probably going to win with full health. Oh yeah, most definitely. I love that voice line though. It's great. Oh! I blame Imperial Privilege for this and us not critting with anything. Fucking bullshit. We're probably going to finish at full health anyway. I'm pretty sure we got it. Dude, that Mori YouTube comment still blows my mind. Like, come on, Merlin. Get the heal. What are you gonna get? Oh yeah, that's full, okay. Pretty sure the CE drop for this event is pointless. I don't think it matters at all. It's one of those CEs that nobody uses ever.
先輩は9月 といえばふと興味を覚えたのですが今まで
Wait, this is not the friend menu. This is the friend menu. Alright. I wish we had better content to do right now. I guess I'll check people's units out though and see what they got. Testing out, this will be fun with sabers, I'll say that. Like, we'll have to really push it with sabers. So, if your favorite unit happens to be a saber, I think it'll be a good time. Alright. Oh, God. Oh my god. I like Sherlock as a character, but oh my god, his sound effects just kill me. I guess default's fine. This might be tough. The dragon's gonna be a real problem for him. He'll have to either blow his resources or take too much damage. Keep the Berserker alive. He's got the best chance of killing these fucks. Oh, reason the damage CE? Yeah, that's cheating. Yeah, no damage CEs, boys. I'll still do this though. I don't want to waste 40 AP. Even on sabers, no damage CEs. Unless, I mean, unless you're Saber Gilius. If it's Saber Gilius, you can give him a damage CE. Or Jekyll and Hyde. Oh yeah, archers. Excuse me, archers. I'm thinking backwards. Having a like dyslexic moment. The sabers will have a super easy time. Should have swapped those quick cards around, but whatever. Stargin command code makes sense though. Hey, Gundam guy, thank you for the sub. I was just talking about Iron Blood Orphans there. How do you feel about Iron Blood Orphans? Because I know you're obviously a Gundam fan. Let's see. I'm trying to think how much resource I need to put into the dragon. Oh yeah, we got the CE. It doesn't really matter. Feels bad. I was trying to think if I was supposed to use like my first skill or not, that kind of thing. Can't believe they buffed Sherlock on JP, man. I guess they want him to be a more general use unit, but he's so strong at what his niche is that I didn't see any need to buff him, but they did. I actually kind of like the suit designs. It's not my favorite ever, but I actually like the suit designs. They were kind of cool. At least for the grunts. I didn't care too much about the Gundams, but I never cared too much about the Gundams, to be honest. I kind of liked some of the really round, like short ones were kind of weird. Didn't really care for those, but overall I like the suit design. Imagine this, look the background, that's a massive crowd, right? And we're just fighting fucking idiot trash mobs, like farming stage. Yeah, I'm not big on the like, really thin waist look either. I'd say I'd like the cast for the most part, except for the main character. I don't hate him, but I don't really like him as the main character. I don't even know why he was the main character, to be honest. I think it would have made a better side character. Because, I mean, he doesn't really interact with the plot, like, at all. And he doesn't really match up with the themes very well. He just kind of felt like a power fantasy that was just kind of there. I like how the crowd is like taking pictures. Look at that. They're all like taking pictures back there. That's ridiculous. Probably could have waited one turn to do that, but let's see if I can loop. Yeah, having the art up would have been wise there. Yeah, I mean, I don't, what I really like is they weren't like subverting expectations just to subvert expectations. That show did not do that, and I really like that. They basically just stuck to their guns. You know, the show was about certain themes and elements, and they just stuck to that. And they didn't like feel the need to like pander to like a lot of mainstream bullshit, like the main character's always winning and crap like that. Like, so that I really appreciate. Like, so I really enjoyed that. Because I don't like shows when they subvert expectations just to do it, and it feels unnatural and kind of forced. But it didn't feel that way at all. So I do like that. Well, this was a slaughter. Yep, we got Gil. I'll just say that. Cough. Well, at least I got tickets here. Oh, hero proofs. Boy, I wish this was on JP right now. I need skill gems and hero proofs. I mean, look, I don't even remember what's in the lottery for GoFest. Let's see, what do we got? Oh, Void. Oh my god, can we please have this on JP right now? Like, if you, oh my god. Like, I need bones more than dust, but everyone needs dust. God. Look at this. Gold gems, hero proofs, and void dust. I mean, what more do you want? Well, I mean, apples. You know, that's really what I want, but, you know, that's a different matter. It's crazy how long it's been since JP's had a lottery. I mean, I'm sure they'll give us one soon, but it does suck that it's been so long. It's because they skipped Christmas. These bastards. Oh boy. Alright, well, I mean, I respect the 10-10-10 and all that. Got the lottery CE. Which if we win will be great. It's going to be tough with an alter ego, but not impossible. Only got one command code, but it's a good command code and on a good card. I'm surprised though you didn't, if I were you, I would do this if you have it. I would put the 2-star command code for Stargen on the other quick card, because if you ever are like, oh, but I'm going to want to give her something better later, you can respec out of 2 stars for free. And so if she's your favorite, I would do that, because it does add up. And then you could give her like crit damage on her poster card and stuff. And you know, it's not a huge difference, but it adds up. Yeah, stage 3 is not my favorite, but to each their own. Gotta T-pose to assert our dominance, you know. I don't know how that became a meme, but it's been a meme for a while. Probably should not have been attacking the Berserker. Kinda too late now. I gotta kill at least one of them. I mean, obviously T-posing has been a thing since forever. That's just like a standard, you know, default standing pose in like game design and stuff, and that's why it pops in sometimes. I think the rarest stage for melt, from my experience, because I've seen a lot of melts, just 'cause a lot of people on my friends list and stuff end up liking melt. It's been kind of a coincidence, but so for me the rarest has definitely been stage 2. I basically never see stage 2. I see stage 1 the most, then stage 3, and then almost never stage 2. I guess people don't like the white-black duality thing. I don't mind it though, it's alright. I should have cast this earlier. Although this is a nice turn to make the crit stars. I'll just pretend that's why I did it. Come on, get a crit for God's sakes. Oh my god. How did you not crit a single time? We needed one crit with any card, which was overwhelmingly likely to happen, and somehow it didn't. Well, now we gotta hope that, so I would have liked to have kept that one alive because it could do overkill, but it has the attack buff, so I'm gonna hope this guy decides to buff. Fuck. Well, could have been worse. Could have been better. This should kill without a crit. And, you know, theoretically we should get a crit. Yep, now you double crit. So, because she has the same voice actress and the same hair color, sometimes I kind of see Melt as a deranged Martha sometimes. It just kind of comes across that way every once in a while. Because like the voice is not only the same voice actress, but it's like pretty much the same voice, but a bit crazy. Let's see. They made that joke in Summer 3? Oh, really? She actually voices a lot of people in FGO. What's sad is if FGO was made today with the standards they have now, she probably wouldn't voice as many characters. Like in the early days, they kind of were okay with the same people voicing a lot, but they spread it out more now. Which is a good or bad thing, I suppose, but No, she's not part Artemis, she just has like the gods aren't actually in them, it's more like, you know, they're just kind of using some of their power, like a bit of it, if that makes any sense. Like some of their essence is mixed in. Well, we're definitely going to end P. I mean, yeah, I think we got to do the attack up. Not a good time for the defense down, but I'd like the dragon to die here, although I guess it's probably not going to die here. I see some people that think the moon cell bitches, if you will, are like strong. They're like all the gods combined, and they're like stronger than them. And it's like, no, that is not a thing. King Potato Chips is not stronger than Tiamat. So we could have killed the dragon there if we'd used our other buffs, but I don't think that would have been worth it.
やればいいんでしょ
Well, for Saber's voice actress, there's kind of a different reason she voices so many characters. Because they're all the same character. Who would have thought? Actually, I think there's a few that aren't the same character, but most of them are. Let's be real here.
やれば切り刻む見切れるか楽しみましょう
No, I wouldn't really say it's accurate because the moon cell basically, or BB, when using it, basically just like use their data. They're not like actually part of the god or anything. It's more like using them as a blueprint.
見切れるか楽しみましょうワルツエタワール
Yeah, but that's pretty different, like, because they're being directly drawn from the soul of that person. Like, that's quite different. And that's like the Throne of Heroes, which is different from the Moon Cell. Because the Grail doesn't have the data. The Throne of Heroes does. The Grail is just tapping into that nonsense. Which, you know, they've kind of retconned because, and it's obvious that they did not intend this when they wrote Fate Stay Night. They did not intend this, right? Like the whole Grail system being like a derivative of the Grand system. That they made that shit up as they went, right? Now they did, you know, all the stuff with the Throne of Heroes and that they'd already said that, and they, you know, always implied like the Grail was like, you know, borrowing, you know, power from the Throne of Heroes and all that. But all the grand summoning bullshit, they just made that shit up as they went, like 100%. Okay, so we need to do, okay, in one fucking turn, we get our attack buff back. Well, we got the evade. I'm not worried about dying. I want to kind of drop the bomb on Romulus because he's the Lancer. What I can't decide is if I should just NP right now on Caligula. I'm thinking no. I think it's so, normally you don't do this because we're whiffing so much NP, but I think we just like fuck up
やればいい切り刻む
Caligula with normal cards and then we go boom next turn. The reason this is kind of bad is because we're basically throwing another NP away. Oh my god. We've been here before. Would have laughed if she didn't have her third skill buff yet. 'Cause I was operating under the assumption that she did have it, but there was a chance there that she didn't.
切りやればいいんでしょ楽しみましょう
Dude, the throne is really weird, and not only that, again, because they've made so much shit as they went, some of the stuff with the Throne of Heroes doesn't make any sense, and to this day, I don't understand. Because they'd always said that the Throne of Heroes is supposed to be outside of space-time, but for some fucking reason, it actually follows space-time in, like, certain areas, right? It doesn't make any sense. Like, certain things can be added to it that weren't there before, but if it, like, doesn't follow space-time, so that should have already been there. And then, like, certain things from, like, other worlds aren't normally in it. It just doesn't make any sense. And it's because it's, like, a plot device, which, you know, that's kind of the problem, but, because, like, there's certain things that can only happen in certain timelines, and then they're gone afterwards. And the thing is, they make excuses and stuff for it when they have to. but it's obviously just a contrivance, right? Like, they make those excuses just to make an excuse. Like, for example, they haven't explained why, but I'm sure if they need to, they'll just make up some nonsense. Like, you can't summon Shiki and Fujino outside of FGO, right? It's not a thing. In FGO, they're like part of the counterforce, but it says it's like a temporary measure because of like an emergency in this timeline, right? So there are the Throne of Heroes in FGO, but then, and because the Throne of Heroes is outside of space-time, they should be summonable outside of FGO, but they're not, and they even say that. And it says that they won't be in the Throne of Heroes anymore, like after the fact. But that doesn't really make any sense, right? Because the Throne of Heroes is not connected to any timeline, right? So it's like a contrivance for them to be able to like have their cake and eat it too. And like I said, I'm sure they can come up with some system that exists to explain it, like some cleaning system or whatever the hell. But they're just obviously making that up to make it work. Not that it's not, you know, what actually makes sense, if you will. I need my NP, but I also need to do damage.
やればいいんでしょ。
Cause yeah, you got the whole Emiya situation, which is like a super paradox, and it made no effort to do anything about that. And you know, technically, you could summon Gilgamesh into the time where Gilgamesh still existed and stuff, right? Which it probably is what happened in Babylon. So it's like the Throne doesn't seem to give a fuck about that, honestly. If I could live one more turn, that would be great, because I don't think we're gonna kill here. I mean, I could do Buster MP Buster. That's the most damage I can do in one turn. I'll go for it, because if we can win now, that's no point in gambling. Yeah, Rin wasn't trying to summon anyone specific. She was just trying to summon a Saber. That's actually, I think, why she didn't really use a catalyst, like a strong catalyst. Although she ironically ended up using an incredibly strong catalyst. She just didn't realize it. Yeah, I think she was trying to summon something off personality. Honestly, they talked the most about that nonsense in Fate Stay Night. They don't talk about it much since then, and sometimes they kind of forget about it. APOC definitely did a good job with it, but like Fate Stay Night is when they really ooh. But can we have this on a JP? I need Lancer gems and hero proofs, right? And then like skill gems for everybody. Fuck. But yeah, she was, you know, trying to just summon a Saber, and she ended up using a ridiculously powerful catalyst that, you know, guaranteed that she would summon something very specific, and she had no idea, so. I wonder if she ever put 2 and 2 together on that after the fact, because in some timelines she learns, you know, what's going on there, and sometimes she doesn't. I wonder how often she actually figured out, oh, whoops. Oh my god, they're on NA. It's spreading, oh god. I did not notice that I added them. So I feel like a different CE should have been equipped to just live up to the meme. Okay, we'll do Fluff Biasm. People saying to summon Fluff, but I don't know what Fluff has. Wait, those skills that level? Wait, who? Did it already reset? That's a Fujino. I really want to try a super. I hope someone slots an ungodly powerful archer, because it's gonna be tough. Oh, yeah, I guess that would make sense. That's what Fluff would slot. All right, let's go pajamas. She should be fine here. This is not too hard of a stage. Do we need that kind of burst damage? Not really, but it's cool. Saber slot nerd. Oh, okay. That'll be what? That's gonna be. Hold on, we have to do a different stage. That's just such a joke battle. Do I have anything on this account worth a fuck right now? Let me think. Oh, we got Abigail. That's a thing. That's a pretty tough one. I don't think Deermid's up for that, but some people are. Yeah, don't think I have too much saves over here. Oh, we got that one. He can definitely beat that one though, but it would be kind of fun to just show it off. I really need to play NA more. Some of these I'm not keeping for like, you know, stages. I just haven't done them yet. Oh, this is a pretty good stage, if it's the one I think it is. Although, actually, it's the one after this. Yeah, it's the one after this. Well, we'll do it anyway. The one after this is a pretty good stage. So I might as well unlock it. And we're not counterclassing, it's level 80, so I mean... Wait. I gotta actually summon the thing. There's a lot of Mysticode options for him. So, Fluff, are you gonna give him the command code, the Santa Altar one? Because that's such a good one. That's a fair bit of health. I mean, the Mordred one's not a joke battle, that's a proper boss battle. Fun. See if we can crit next turn. Might need a crit to take out 32k one. Although we are level 90. Yeah, I think Dearmid would be really good with that command code because extra star gen's nice for him anyway. Okay, let me think. So his damage up skills are on his evade. So, and I don't need the damage up skill right now. Could do the defense buff. Yeah, I think we do the defense buff. It's only a 5-turn cooldown anyway. Okay, if we can kill this one, and then just fuck up the other one, and then crit and get our NP again when we finish off the other one, that would be really good. Yeah, it's a thing, Fluff. The support list is just so bad about updating that kind of thing. What I normally do is if it's struggling with that kind of thing, is I completely remove them from the friends list and I slot someone else, and I send that list through and I leave it there for a second, and then I go back and I switch them back in. That normally does it. But yeah, the friends list is shit like that. I actually don't really need to do the art card now. I might as well. Yeah, for some reason command codes are an exception, and I don't understand why. Wow, that was an NP gain. Okay, still don't need my damage buffs. I really like Saber Dearmid, he's awesome. I just like Dearmid in general, like he's a really cool character. I really like his animations because like I need to put that in slow-mo though. It looks so much better in slow-mo. Anyway, because like his animations are like meaty, but they're not like overly fancy, and I really like animations like that. That's why I like the new Tomoe animations too, because they're kind of the same thing. It's just like, you know, beat him to death. I really need to crit next turn, so I'll make as many stars as possible, because I'm not going to do 39k at neutral, I don't think, unless I crit. As we crit now... Wait, did I heal there? I should have if I didn't. Fuck! Yeah, I should have healed last turn. Could have made the cooldown shorter. Okay, let's go crit chance. 70, 60, 60, we probably... Because we didn't do double buster, we might need 2 crits. Nope, got away with one. That was close. Yeah, his evade is really good. Honestly, like, I love servants that have a 5-turn evade, and then they have another defensive ability. It just... playing those two things off of each other gives you lots of long-term survivability. A lot of times with Deermid, it's worth it to use the evade, even if you kind of waste his attack up, or quick up. Especially in like break bar fights where you don't really need the damage. If you're probably going to break anyway, it's good to use the evade early, then use the defense up, then use the evade again. Like, don't worry too much about syncing it up. And sometimes you need to worry about syncing it up because sometimes going, you know, all the damage is important, but sometimes it's not. His NP is so cool, man. Generally, I would say put the guild command code on your favorite damage dealer. Like, there's no point in putting on a support, but whatever your favorite damage dealer is generally the one to do. And it's really nice to use it in tandem with the Santa Altar command code that's coming. Like, to this day, those are staple command codes on JP. Like, a lot of times you want to augment them with like more Sergeant from other things and stuff as well, but those are still some of the best command codes ever. Like, it depends on the unit and depends on the circumstance, and you know, there's all kinds of things like that. But I would say overall the best command codes, at least for challenge quests, are the Gilgamesh one, the Santa Altar one, and then the heal boost one, the 1k and the 1k heal. Those are just really, really good command codes. Well, I wish the enemies at the end had more health. The enemies at the beginning for like trash waves were pretty tough, so I was hopeful, but this ain't nothing. We didn't really get the chance to show off our looping and stuff, which he can do. I mean, he still loops just fine. It's just we could loop better than like you can like use the crits to kind of keep going and all that. They just didn't really push us to use half the shit that we have. The lamps. That was still fun though, we still showed off his survivability and whatnot. I'll make sure when I'm farming off stream that I put Gilgamesh in the back. That way he gets bond and all that, so I can start getting them ready. Okay, I feel like that is an acceptable thing to have the damage CE. If it was anything else, I would say no. Oh my god. I might lose, to be honest. So our NP is strictly for healing us. Really? Like, you're gonna give me this kind of hand right now? Because, you know, Angra, you know, he's an evil god, so obviously he's powerful. Okay, we should at least kill the one. I love that laugh, by the way. Crap. Crap. Okay, Okay, that worked out. We got lucky there. Are we bond 10? I didn't look. This is a relevant question for him. Oh, we are! Oh, okay. Hell yeah. I'm way more confident that we'll win then. I mean, these weapons are like bullshit daggers. They're not a real thing. Nobody actually would fight with such a thing. They're like army knives almost. It's pretty silly. I forget what they're named. They have names though. The heal would be pointless right now, but I don't know. Maybe we do want an NP. Nah, I think we wait a turn. I think we take out the Berserker. They're basically anime daggers, yeah. Well, they didn't really accomplish much there. Wait, I forgot, you gotta do the attacks first! That's not right! You gotta do the attacks before the NP, because you're gonna I haven't played Alundra in a while. Well, that was a mistake. Guys, it's fine. We'll make up for the lost damage here. Look. See? Oh, yeah. Honestly, that wasn't so bad, though. And it's because we're in P5. That legit, that wasn't so bad. Yeah, but like, weapons like that are mostly for show to begin with. Like, that's unbelievably impractical. And this is something I've talked about before, and I know this because my brother used to work specifically with like historical weapons and stuff. People have this idea that in ancient times, we were like nothing but meta. And like no one would ever use something that was impractical. Like, it's okay that people today do things that are impracticable, but they'd be like, oh yeah, no, if you're not using the most, like, they wouldn't use that, like, it's stupid. Like, in history, my brother did actually work for a museum. He doesn't anymore. That's why I didn't want to say where he worked until he didn't work there anymore. But yeah, he worked for a museum. He had a pretty interesting job there, actually. But anyway, so a lot of people in history, first of all, a lot of times they didn't know what was practical for a while. Now, towards like the golden age of armor and things like that, you know, armor and stuff had become very practical by that point. But you still had individuals that would, you know, make custom armor that was very impractical. And a lot of, you know, a lot of weapons and stuff, it took them a while to figure out what was practical. A lot of times, certain nations or countries or kingdoms and stuff would dominate because they actually found something that was more practical than what other people were using. That would happen all the time. A lot of ancient weaponry was not practical because they hadn't figured it out yet. Like, one reason why the Dane axe is something that lasted in history for so long, very disproportionate compared to when it was made. You know, eventually they did make, you know, better axes and stuff, but the Dane axe kept up because it was just such a good design, so it lasted, you know, way longer than most weapons do. And like, you have kings and stuff that would make, you know, wear armor and stuff that was very impractical, just like show off and stuff. Yeah, I see that a lot where people act like if something's impractical. Like, it would, or it would only be used if it was practical. Like, it's nonsense. Okay, I'm trying to think when I want to use my third skill. I kind of wish I'd gone with Atlas, to be honest. I need the damage, but I think it's still too soon if I use it now. We need another NP. God, I wish I had not messed up on my NP turn. Like, damage is really gonna matter. And if I like almost kill this guy on one turn but don't, like that's gonna just haunt me. Also, a lot of practical stuff has room to have like flair. Like we let a lot of aces like in World War II and stuff have, you know, custom paint jobs on their airplanes. That's you know, it's not necessarily practical, but it's like it doesn't really hinder the plane that much. And there's a degree of style that would go into even medieval armor. You know, a lot of plate armor was designed to be very practical, but you know, there was like a lot of times they would do like the whole slightly bigger stomach area, slightly bigger waist area to like make the waist seem really small. That was like a stylish thing for men back then, and they would do that a lot of the times. And you can incorporate that without it really compromising anything. And so they would, right? And then there's just things like that you could do that didn't matter too much, or even mattered a little bit. They didn't care. Like you'd have some guy that's going to use Granddad's Crusader helmet because Granddad was awesome, but Crusader helmets weren't actually very practical at all because they weren't designed in a way that actually like promoted, you know, blows glancing off, right? And so, but people would do it anyway, right? Like it's just how it is sometimes. God, we're getting our ass kicked. Maybe I should have drained the dragon. I'm kind of hoping I'll kill the dragon, but I don't know. I should have done art again, maybe. Because the quick up's not that big yet, and I needed to get my NP there, I think. Shit, yeah, I should have drained the dragon. I mean, I might kill it here. I just don't want to get the dot. Also, not having my NP right now is pretty terrible. Kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it. There you go. Buff, 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 buff. God damn it! That guy only has one action per turn. If that guy had buffed, we might have been alright, but I think we're fucked now. We just don't have enough time. We're gonna kill ourselves before we would ever win. Soldier H's son, yeah. Imagine if we didn't kill ourselves. Because the quick up does get really big. Hey, Arjuna with the resub. 28 months. Jeez. MP looks cool. No! Well... we are now going to kill ourselves. Of all the ways to die. You know, I shouldn't have used the evade because I could use the command spells and see if we could still get the loot. Wow! That means all that quick up we have though is pointless now. Feels bad. Ongra. Can we win? I don't think so. I think if I didn't use the evade, we could have won because I could evade the NP. But I think if I command spell here, I think we're gonna lose. Feels bad. 40 AP down the drain. I blame that soldier for killing us there. Yeah, you'll never take me alive. One of those moments. Ooh, that's a Lubu. No command. Oh no, he's got a crit one. Nothing much though. Now he can synergize with Anniversary Blonde just fine, but I'm not going with it just because I want to live, and I don't think we're going to need that much burst damage. Nothing has that much health here, so. I like this opening hand.
いいぞ見せてやる
The ever rare stage 1 Lubu. I think I'd say I see stage 3 the most, then 1, then 2. Two is pretty out there. Blue Boo, yeah. Some people like it. Good for them. I don't hate it. I don't even know how to feel about it. It's really out there. I'm surprised they made it like that. Like, it's so different. Like, his hair's still red and everything, so. I don't think this guy can kill her unless he crits. Maybe I should have kept one of them alive then. They double attack, but. Oh my god. I think I'm gonna hope we don't kill and just hope he decides to attack Scath. Please don't hit Lubu. Don't do it, you only got one action per turn. Come on, come on, there you go. Had his little attack up buff, he got the job done. And look, I get to get a nice big juicy Star Gen turn in. Come on, everything crit. Crits are more Star Gen, come on. Triple crit, let's do it. No. Well, I'll take a double. Now imagine we made a Star Gen up command code, see, then we would have made like, you know, 12 stars. I think we NP that, definitely. We can get our NP again off these soldiers, so. Maybe I should use the attack buff. This might not kill. That would be unfortunate. So I could have killed both, because the other one's a berserker. Wait, that doesn't matter. God, that NP's awesome. That was close. Crazy that NA already has his animation update, man. Not complaining though. Oh god! Why didn't I use my defense buff? I was all like, there's only one guy. I'll be able to heal for whatever damage he does. Which would have been true if he didn't fucking crit me. Oh dear god. It's the same jackass that killed Angra. We gotta win fast. Did they not give you all the Gil update with this? That's insane. That doesn't make any sense. They've given you all so many updates early. I don't know why they wouldn't do that one. Maybe it'll come in a couple days. Gilfest is kind of weird. How am I supposed to get my NP and do enough damage, dude? Could you all spam your highest hit count move, please? Your day one servants, though. Oh, it's not a very high hit count. Oh, thank you, Jesus. I mean, we don't know for sure that we're gonna have a second dead week. But it does kind of look like we will. I really wish I had my NP right now so I could use my defense up. Fuck, 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 fuck. I gotta do it anyway. I'm using the attack buff now because it might miss. Oh god, I don't know if I'm gonna live here. If we live, we win. If we get our NP, we win. You know what? I should have Buster Chained. I think I could have won that turn. Woo! It was all for the style kill, lads. Good job with the NP damage up there. So at least getting him that low, though, basically, I'm pretty sure his AI is scripted to use Imperial Privilege like that, so that increased our chances of living quite a bit. That would, I definitely should have Buster Chained last turn, though. So I'm at a 1 right there, and then even if I didn't, he'd be low enough. That was close. So who here would roll if they added a sane Lubu? Like as a rider or a lancer or whatever. I'm curious. I'm not sure. I guess for me it depends on the design. I'm not normally huge into that kind of style, but I do like Lubu. Regardless of how I feel about it, like if I'd roll or not, I definitely want it to be added to the game. It definitely should be added to the game. That's a Martha. I feel like we gotta find something harder for a Martha that strong. I just don't really have much available right now. Fuck it, we'll do whatever random ass story stage I'm on. Let's go. Why am I not using George? I just can't go past this stage with Zigguard. I don't know why I forgot his name. Because I need to record the whole red eye thing. I've been putting that off forever, and this is like my chance. So whenever I get to that fight, I gotta keep it. That's intimidating. Oh, you've already got the Gilgamesh command code. Very nice. Unfortunately, we're not fighting servants right now, but you do fight plenty of them in this law spell. Why did I do that? In God's name, why did I do that? Okay, hold on. I need to not kill it. Let's do that. Okay. I should have just killed this thing and then told him in the next wave. It's nice if I can get rid of Leonidas. Okay, that works. That's fine. I like not having help, you know, when you go into wave 2. Well, for honestly how limited the command code choices we have right now, these are really good picks for her. I actually really like that you did the dot clear on Buster, because you're probably going to want to do a Buster chain on her, and you wouldn't want to have to necessarily do a different combo. Like, and any other command code you could put on there right now, I don't think it would be worth it. So I think these are good picks. I think Stargin is weird on art card, but it honestly is not, because the turn you'd want to do that is a turn where you're wanting to focus on NP gain, or like this, where you don't need damage. So you might as well get some more NP out of it. And also, the NP gain command codes, even the good ones, they're a flat amount of NP gain. So they affect every card the same. So the fact that the base rate on an art card is so bad doesn't matter. I do feel like, though, the Stargin command codes have gotten kind of... Does anyone else feel this way? Like, I feel like they've been overshadowed by the Star Bomb command codes. Like, the guaranteed 4 stars and guaranteed 2-star ones combined, that's 6 stars guaranteed. You know, unless you have a really high fucking hit count, there's just not much reason to do it, right? So, and that kind of sucks. Especially with respecs now. I feel like the Stargin ones are almost irrelevant now. You basically use them on the units that you want to use your support list, just as like backup CEs, when you don't want to be moving the command codes around all the time, right? Like, the Star Bomb ones are almost always better, especially the 4 one. The 4 one is definitely better. Sometimes, though, you could beat the 2-star one if you have a really high hit count on something, but overall, it's kind of meh. We'll use some from Fury. We'll show off his Medusa. Assuming that's what he has slotted. I actually really like using Medusa. She's pretty fun to use. God, the hat, man. The stage does seem kind of easy, though. No event CE, unless we end up doing something that's like she's being counterclassed by or some nonsense. Unless you mean the lottery drop. You wanted the. I think she could win with the lottery drop one, and I'm all for getting more lottery tickets. So, but no damage CE, none of that. Hmm.
主よ重くいくの激しくいくのね愛を知らない悲しきここに星のように
I mean, it's up to you. If you want to show off like her maximum damage potential and everything like that, give her whatever you want. So it's up to you, really. But it will make things more interesting if we have the lottery CE because it's not particularly good, so it makes it harder. And then, you know, I get more lottery stuff. So, but yeah, don't whatever you want. Yeah, that's a lot of damage. Shame these things aren't divine, undead, or demon.
こうしなくちゃわからないように
Can't even leave a dent.
鋭く
The bitches.
ハレルヤクリ温めよってろ
Music's kind of fitting for the background.
ちょっと私ったらなんてことを
I'll take a free apple. Yeah, we needed that heal. It was really important. They don't do too much Christian stuff, so I don't know if they'd ever do Jacob. Hard to say, though. I'm hoping you just logged in, Fury. Why? I'm so confused. That's not what he normally has in his all slot. I cannot imagine why Kai would have a 4/4/4 Iris feel in his all slot. Yeah, I'm guessing. I wish starting a stage counted as logging in. That would make it so much easier to summon people, but it does not. Yeah, I don't think we can get Fury. Nobody's being brave and putting up an archer. I am disappointed. Oh wait, I think I saw one. Fuck. Yeah, someone had Tomoe up. God damn it. But here, we'll do Fury, and then we'll try to look at that Tomoe again. I think Fujino would have it. I mean, Sumo's not the best CE for soloing anyway. Like, it is for very specific units. But what's best for soloing, there is no CE that's best for soloing. It is completely based on what kind of stage you're fighting and what kind of unit you're using. I think people mistake me using Golden Sumo all the time for Golden Sumo being the best solo CE when it's absolutely not. It is better for Ku than most because Ku changes his card type so often, but I mostly use it because it's a really good baseline that is very mimicable, because starting in PCEs with a damage upside effect are extremely common. But sometimes starting in P is not good. Normally it is. I would say starting in P is normally good for soloing. It kind of depends on how long the stage goes on and if you have like time to build up or not. But I'd say more times than not, you generally want some kind of starting NP with you know, pure attack stat, and then like a damage upside thing, like crit up, you know, buster up if you're a buster unit, quick up if you're a quick unit, art up if you're an art unit, you know, that kind of thing. There's plenty of exceptions to that though. You got units like Medea and stuff that are more like looking for pure art up and things like that. So it's very context specific. You have things like Jekyll and Hyde who suck. I mean, want demonic. Almost want to stun the Berserker right here. We got so little done with our taunts alive. That was really unfortunate. If I stun now, yeah, you know, I'm gonna stun now and try to NP the next wave. That's probably right. Tonight, taking no damage here is nice, and it also means I start getting, you know, time towards my cooldown coming back, because it's not that long of a cooldown.
おまはあ眠りなさい
Try Tristan in my archer slot? Yeah, we could try that. That'll be interesting. Alright, I gotta get my NP here.
いいですねおまは
That sucks though. I would have liked to do Stargin, but I don't think I'd actually have gotten it.
あ眠りなさい
Oh my god. I should have used her third skill on turn 1. Normally this wouldn't matter, it's just things weren't going very well this run. Because if I had used her third skill turn 1, it'd almost be back by now. We're on turn 5 for God's sakes. Oh god. Let me think. I'm trying to think if I use it now or not. It's just if I use it now, that is completely inferior to having used it on turn 1. If I'd use it on turn 1, we'd be in the exact same boat. We'd be able to NP this turn and everything. The only difference is this thing would have 5 turns off its cooldown. Fuck. I really did think we would have our NP in time there. I should have done Buster Art the turn before when I'd done Buster Quick instead. Like a bullet. It looks better in speed mode. Man. I think we could do our third skill now. And we have the NP gain up. Oh, 2 hero proofs. We can't fuck this up, chat.
おまかせいいでしょおまかせ眠りなさい
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yeah, don't even need our third skill. Got our NP anyway. Feels good. I actually need Caligula to die because he does a lot of normal card damage. I almost want to not do the quick chain. It should be alright. I mean, she's level 100. If I had Monster's Strength, I'd be really happy right now, but hopefully this will get the job done.
優しく蹴散らしてベルレファー
I would think you probably, you know, Stargin on Quick and then crit stuff on Buster, and then Art, I don't know. I mean, you could put Star Absorb and things like that on our Art cards so you can really reliably loop. Right, make stars, then, you know, because of the Star Absorb on our Art, you'll pretty much always crit. And then, you know, NP again, which means more Stargin again. I mean, what you have right now is pretty reasonable. Like, that's actually pretty much have what I was literally just saying, actually. Maybe, though, once they add the Merlin one, that might be better. Just because crit or no, it helps. But yeah, pretty much what you have is pretty much what I would think off the top of my head. But I haven't used her a lot, so... What command codes are going to Bedivere? Kind of depends on if you use them on a team or in solo more, but I mean, if you're like a big Bedivere fan, I'd probably give him the Gilgamesh one on his Buster. Doesn't really matter on his Quick. You know, in the long run, maybe Star Bomb on his Quick or on his Art. But he's pretty easy. He's a servant that's really easy to go utility with. You could pick a lot of utility stuff because he's mostly about getting his NP quick and just doing a huge amount of damage. So you could kind of just put stuff that are kind of dependent on the fight. Yeah, you could give him the NP damage. I feel like, though, it's not worth it on Bedivere because you normally want to do NP first to get the Buster up, and that Buster up applies to the other Buster cards. Where if you did like his Buster card first to give himself the NP up, you know, then you're missing the Buster up and all that stuff, and then obviously, you know, first place and all that's not that's worth it, but. But yeah, you can just focus on damage stuff. You know, other people have. It depends. Like in a team, you can just give them damage stuff. You know, just give them like crit up. You know, anti-servant, those kinds of things. But in a solo, he doesn't really do so good on the star gen. Although you could use Anniversary Blonde. But yeah, it kind of depends. Like it's pretty context specific. I feel like a lot of times in a solo, I would rather honestly go with healing, like the 1k heal and stuff. Just because you're not going to crit enough reliably, and you might want to use default, and then get the heal from that, and then you're really not going to crit. But yeah, it's kind of specific. Some fights are going to be very burst-oriented, and you can just go damage, damage, damage. I almost want to evade right now. I don't want to get like randomly crit and die. I don't think the fight's going to go on long enough for Romulus to get his NP. So I might as well do it now, and then I can stun next turn. Honestly, I think for damage dealers in a solo, the standard is generally, you know, Star Gen, Star Bomb, that kind of thing, and then, you know, damage up on Buster, and then Art is very flexible. Art is probably the most flexible card, and you mix that up a lot, so you could do things like Merlin, you know, debuff clear, all that kind of stuff. That's like the baseline. I would say for damage dealers, that's the baseline setup is, you know, crit up or anti-servant or just, you know, just damage on Buster and then extra Star Bomb or Star Gen on Quick. That's like the safe route. Now there are specific units that you just don't do that because they have certain gimmicks going on. You want to do other more specific things. And like some units really want to have Star Absorb on a specific card type. A good example is a Reshigal. You 1,000,000% give a Reshigal Star Absorb on her art card. That's just, be it solo or team play, you do that. That's so what she wants. And some people really want the damage cut or you know, just healing because all they're about is survivability, like if they're a support and stuff, so it depends. But for damage dealers, the safe bet is, you know, crit or anti-servant or flat damage on Buster and more Star Gen on Quick. But again, there's definitely some units that don't follow that. Oh my god, he guarded it. Fuck. We were guaranteed to win if he didn't guard that. No matter what, we would win next turn. Because we were going to get our second skill back, we're going to have our NP. Even with his defense up. I'm worried now because he has his attack buff. So if he, like, Buster crits, we're fucked. That so sucks. Like, we absolutely won there if, Fuck, man. God, that sucks. Well, I'm gonna command spell that just because I want the loot. That fucking sucks. That was literally just him guarding. We also would have won if we had had a proper CE, but that made it more spicy. I like how he triple attacked and they were like all busters and he crit. That sucks. And like units like Baldy also generally use different command codes just because they play so bizarrely and their MP doesn't do damage and all that. Also they have such a debuff problem. But yeah, especially with the free respecs now, it's like the meta is definitely changed where you don't ever equip the really niche stuff unless that thing is relevant right now, right? There's no point. Like, sometimes you might just slap the, like, debuff removal command code on someone just because they have debuff problems. Like, yeah, it's nice to have that on them as an option. You know, sometimes it won't matter, but when it comes up, it's nice. But now that you can respec, you pretty much always use, like, anti-divine and those kinds of things just when they pop up. Where otherwise, like, and that's the one thing that does kind of suck about the free respecs, you know, it's like, otherwise you might be like, okay, yeah, sometimes Enkidu won't be fighting Divine stuff, but he's so good against Divine, I'll give him a lot of anti-Divine command codes, and that way I can save my more general use command codes for my, you know, waifu or whatever, right? But you don't do that as much anymore. So a lot of things, you know, that would be, like, more useful than normal. Like, oh, hey, Enkidu gets more boom for his buck out of these, because you normally use them in these situations anyway. You know, you don't really do that anymore. Yeah, I mean, it's not like I'm not gonna use the command spells for anything else. I don't use command spells for like challenging content and stuff because I want to beat it like legit anyway. So I might as well grab the hero proofs. It's like, why not? what will we use? It needs to be a goddamn, like, monster. We're not gonna be able to use an archer unless they're, like, amazing. I'm sure Fujino can do it. I kind of want to use something I wish this Arjuna had the command codes from JP. It makes him so much stronger. Do I even have you up, Lost? I'm gonna remove just about everybody that I added today, not because I have a problem with you, just because I gotta, you know, we gotta, like, you know, change who we're working with and stuff. Why does Sharky now have... What's going on? Why does Sharky have a 444 Iris feel? Like, it's just a conspiracy. Because of Fate Zero rerun, I completely forgot that existed. That doesn't answer, Ari, why both Kai and Sharky both have them at 444 though, right? Like, this is... Something is amiss here. Lost, you don't exist anymore, apparently. You've been lost to the void. Oh man, why can't... That's so troll. He's got the stun chance up. He's got the fucking stun chance up on Tesla. That is so troll. Oh my god, I would love to use a more proper Tesla, right? Like, that had like a good CE equipped. I kind of want to try anyway. I don't think it'll work because we need a better... That CE doesn't have, like, you know, much stats and stuff. He is 10-10-10 though. No command codes. I like how Chad is just repeating something that Ari and I both already said. That makes a lot of sense. Oh, he's 8-10-10. I'll try it anyway. I don't think this will work though. Unless we just stun every goddamn NP, and even then I don't know if it's gonna do enough damage. Archer Artoria might be able to do it. It's worth a shot. It'd be a fun one to use anyway. If I can kill this guy right here, that'll be nice. Oh my god. Always nice when you get an extra turn and you don't actually do anything with it, and then Leonidas takes all your fucking cards again. Well, this hasn't been a very good start. Oh god. Man, I want Tesla to get an animation update. I'm gonna grail mine to 100. Like, no question. At some point, I'm gonna have a level 100 Tesla. There's no question about that. I just really want him to get an animation update first, but I'm not sure it's gonna happen. Okay, I need to kill this guy right now, or we're in so much trouble. If we crit, we can do it. If we get NP'd, we're so screwed. But if we have to use RNP, we're also screwed. Give me the attack buff. Come on, crit! Fuck! Yeah, if we had gotten a crit in there. Fuck! Fuck, man! God! Damn it! I completely blame Leonidas and George for this. 3000%. Like, we were so... just could not get anything done at the beginning there, and it was awful. I think I made the right plays, it just didn't work out. Yeah, the CE didn't help either. Damn it, man. Yeah, we're fucked. This is gonna be really hard for an archer. Like, I think Fujino can do it, but because of the dragon, like, that's a huge problem. I don't think a lot of archers are gonna do this. We're gonna need, like, top dogs. Please stun everything. Or don't, you know, don't stun anything. You literally have a CE that does nothing but increase your stun chance. And you didn't stun. That would have been really good if we had stunned right there, honestly, because we might have been able to kill him this turn. Feels bad. Yeah, this CE was definitely not good. Crit, 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 crit. Fuck. Well. This is why you didn't get to be. And I'm losing out on a hero proof, but yeah, we're missing out on some AP there. Yeah, I do need to wrap up. I kind of want to try one more. How has it been 3 hours? What the fuck? I feel like I've been streaming for 10 minutes. Just use FGO NA, right? Now, honestly, with the damage CE, I think she's got a pretty okay chance. Because now we're basically just a berserker, so I'm not that worried now. I think she might be able to do without it, though. I'm not sure. I slept fine last night, but I slept really badly the night before that. Just breathing problems. I actually technically slept a decent amount that night. It's just, I wasn't breathing properly, so you don't get REM sleep, and then you wake up too much, and, you know. You sleep, but you don't get rest. That's pretty much how it works. Oh, it's on MLB. So yeah, we're basically taking the damage of a berserker, but we're doing the damage of neutral. So yeah, she's still way handicapped compared to most of what we've used then. Because basically we're a berserker without the benefit. Really wish we had gotten better luck there. We can use our heal here though if we get fucked up. Too big of a coward to do quick. Probably should have done it though. Yeah, the entirety of the extra attack is going to waste, so yeah, we could have done it. Damn, I was so hoping he was gonna buff. Hold on. So the other heal is more like value to health, like better. You're not overhealing as much. But I think the cooldown is longer, so I think we go with the second skill anyway. Yeah, definitely. It's only 4 turns. And see, that's why having our NP2 is really big, because what if we needed to NP right now, right? We would have we only had 100% NP, and now we'd have 90. Now, because we're NP2, we kept our NP, and we could NP right now. Now, we don't need to NP right now, but it's obvious why that's not always the case. I'll try to start streaming a bit earlier tomorrow. I want to get some stuff done, man. All right. Yeah, I know, Theory. I've been talking about that for a while, where people act like it doesn't even make sense to me. People are like, "Oh, Vlad's good now because he can single target loot." It's just like, really? Shit, she can do that shit without Castoria, for God's sakes. So you can use Tam or whatever, or it's even better with her. So it's just silly, man. Well, we didn't quite kill it. I think I NP just a target switch. That's fucking insane, but I mean, I might as well, because we're gonna get our NP back anyway, so Like, and then with Hohenheim's buff, it is so easy for her to loop. Like, if you just have Hohenheim and like, you know, just something basic. And Chloe too, because Chloe's over there. She's got the evade and the crit nonsense, and she loops too. It's like we've had so many good art loopy units for so long. Wait a second. Next turn, I'm going to heal for 5,000. So I don't think I heal then. I mean, it won't go completely into overheal, but some of it will. But do I need to be at max health when Caligula and crew attack me? Probably. So I guess I do heal now. That kind of sucks, but it is what it is. I mean, you can loop with just the NP with various setups, though. You don't need Castoria to do that. Now, obviously, you can do it very easily with Castoria, but you can get your NP refund from just for NP anyway. I'm pretty sure you can do that with double Hohenheim, for God's sakes, because Hohenheim gives you the 50% gain and the art up for 3 turns. But, I mean, obviously Castoria is, you know, like the best way to do that, because you're getting the damage up and all that shit, too. It's just a lot of people don't have Castoria. I almost think it's better to keep Caligula around. We don't give all 3 actions to Rome. We're not getting our other skills back for a while, so I think we have to use the attack up now, which sucks, but I think it just is what it is. Maybe I should... I don't think I should have... Yep, I shouldn't have used the art up on the dragon, because I had to end up NPing him again the turn after anyway, and so he would have died that turn no matter what. You definitely, like, there's some I think some very specific units you could give them, like, overhealing, but as a general rule, you could not make it, like, of course you can't make it across the board. Fucking Merlin exists. Like, yep, let me just give everybody like 1,000,000 bonus health. That's great, right? Like, no. Like, there's so many reasons why you could not make it like across the board thing. There are some units though that you could do it for, like for them in particular, like them and only them. Like, that's like their things that they can overheal. But for most people, no. Fuck, I didn't get my NP. That's unfortunate. I could have killed him. Guess I make stars then. This is bad. Our guts is probably gonna proc here. Get our art up next turn. We might be able to win this. It's close. We gotta take him out and then get our NP. I mean, Medea Lily would be broken with overhealing. That would be so broken. And she's already good, it's just she's not as good as a lot of other things, that's the main thing. But she's still a totally usable servant, it's just... You're better off with other things normally. Alright, we definitely win. Fuck, yeah, we get our art up, and this guy is actually a berserker, so we're doing, like, you know, real damage. Woo, that was close. It's mostly DPS people that can heal themselves that I would say overcharge. Or like Sanson. If Sanson could give somebody, you know, an extra 3k health, that's pretty fair. It's not like, I mean, Sanson would still suck, let's be real. Like Martha, you could probably do it for Martha, that'd be fine. That'd actually be kind of a fun one to do it on, in my opinion. I actually like that a lot. I would love it if they gave Ryder Martha, like her team-wide heal could be overheal. Because it's still pretty niche, and you probably wouldn't use it that way that much, but that'd be pretty awesome. It fits her pretty well lore-wise as well. And she's already good, and I'd give her something unique and make her better, but she wouldn't be broken at all. Artoria distributing hydration, yeah, I can get behind this. Alright. Alright. We'll wrap up. I really am in the mood to keep doing stuff, but I do need to watch my health and everything. Been rough. But yeah, we'll try to get more stuff done tomorrow. We'll probably have more fun things to mess around with. And we can always play our new account and stuff. I need to do that anyway. I cannot believe we got Gil that easy, man. That's pretty funny. But I'll try to get on top of that, so we'll have the dragon to mess around with. So we have more things to... That'll give us a really nice like playground for chat. Alright boys, well thanks a lot for hanging out. But Rex just got here, I know, right? It's, you know, imagine if Rex was here when we pulled that Gilgamesh stunt. It would have been more likely if Rex had blessed us or something. All right, who we're gonna raid here? I bet you. I guess the community is like so hyped for Gilfest, but it's fine. I don't care too much because it's on NA, so kind of like whatever. But it is good, like, you know, good loot and everything. So, if only. Yep. Let's raid. Let's raid Toho. He's got like a really big stream going on right now. We'll hit him up. Alright boys, well I'll catch y'all tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out, and later.